We're live.
Hello.
Are we gonna play the clip, or are we just gonna talk about it?
The clip.
Which clip?
The clip that was posted in the chat.
What's the clip posted in the chat?
When did you post it?
About
what?
this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just shared stuff with y'all.
Share stuff with us that's interesting. And now all this
Oh,
there
desktop audio. I forgot to move that.
Testing 1, 2, 3. I guess we sound kind of low. I don't know. Like this is my volume all the way at max.
I mean, that's this is what it is.
Oh, okay.
I can't make it any bigger than that. So that means you just gotta talk louder or some shit.
Turning it down.
Yeah, I know. Doing it on purpose.
I'm not a loud talker today.
Unless you're in front of the mic.
Unless I get excited. I don't know if I'll get excited today. I'm tired.
Since today's stream was all about Star Wars.
What?
No, keep going. I'm
Right?
listening.
It's all about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll get really excited.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's Star Wars. Who wouldn't get excited?
Me.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut that down real quick.
Let's talk about Rebels.
Yeah, Rebels.
Rebels is really good.
Rebels, Rogue One, or what's it called? Or Episode 5.
I've seen
Can't
Rogue
wait.
One. I mean, I've watched all of them. I just don't remember them. I think I fall asleep a lot. But to be fair, I did start watching Lord of the Rings and I fell asleep. So, are they made by the same people? Anyways, you're now live with some more
Chaos. Welcome back to your abdominal spasmodic stream where we go over some of the things that came out in the world of entertainment over the last week. Give you our thoughts, comments, questions, concerns about them. Crystal.
Trey. Ah!
Dang.
Black.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Threw some wrenches. Twist it up.
Twist it up.
Well, welcome back to our post-birthday stream. The trio back. The ones that survived to the end of the gaming stream.
Oh,
That's
yes.
so true.
Yeah.
Yay! That game was so much fun.
Yeah.
I think about it from time to time.
Does it haunt your dreams? No.
No, I want to play it again.
Overcooked haunts my dreams. Y'all
Yeah,
win that for sure.
I love Overcooked.
It's so stressful.
Like, I bought that game because I would love to play with people, but it just never seems to happen.
Well, you just have to have more game nights, so that way you can play as much Overcooked as you want.
Can't do it this month, though.
Anyways.
Imagine not being in the same room playing Overcooked.
You don't want to be in the same room.
Imagine not being in the same room. We normally are all in the same room to play. Imagine not being in the same room.
Like, we're like...
playing online.
That would be crazy.
Oh.
100%. I'm faking a disconnection. Hey, y'all just gonna have to figure it out.
I'm lagging. I'm lagging. It's not me. I'm lagging.
Hey, why do you keep running off the bat?
I'm just sitting there playing Pokemon Unite over in the corner.
His character just disappears.
It doesn't return.
I need meat.
Dang.
Who's
Alright,
cut the
so
meat?
Apparently we got 16 viewers out there. Thank you guys for showing up. Let's go ahead and get started because some of y'all might have seen the title already. You got to record. Switch that thing over.
The record is on.
Switch it.
We are recording.
Yeah, you can switch over.
I can
the
stop
video.
recording.
No, you can switch over.
Oh.
Yeah. What's good? We about to do the talk of the town.
Talk
I gotta
of the
make this
town.
thing smaller.
It's a small town.
It's definitely small town.
It's got at least 100 men.
Oh my god. That went halfway through my nostrils. Woo!
Yeah, y'all see the title. Y'all done talked all over the interwebs all week. Now we weighing in.
Yep.
100 men versus a silverback gorilla. Who can take it?
Yep. 100 men versus Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Yep.
We deserved better.
We have an instance where, this situation has gone one the other way.
Chia went out of her way to make a PowerPoint
I
for
made
us.
a PowerPoint. And so basically, like, I don't know if you guys had a chance to look over that PowerPoint or not.
I haven't looked at it.
Okay.
I've not looked at it.
It's not like crazy, okay? I just kind of broke it up into categories and we'll just go from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like 4 different categories that we could discuss within
I
this.
glanced.
So
Okay.
do you want to go? Do you want our preliminary feelings on the topic, or do you want to go through the thing to see the categories first and do it one by one?
Let's get overall thoughts and then
Okay.
we'll go into it.
Okay.
But like just brief snapshot.
Okay.
Thoughts. Okay.
Do you want to go for it?
Gorilla beats. Wait. So what are the gorilla is a gorilla, and
Yeah.
100 men are just 100 men, or 100 men with weapons, 100 men that
when
have freedom to grab and choose.
When I heard the original post is it's supposed to be 100 average unarmed men.
Yep, gorilla wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So I was originally team 100 men because I'm like, look, I mean, there's a reason why we are where we are, because we have tools, we have weapons, we can make traps. Like, our brains are much better than the gorillas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Trey enlightened me that no tools are allowed.
Yep.
Just 100
Enlightening.
average men.
Mm-hmm.
And that completely changes my answer.
Yeah.
So
It's all fun and games until you realize you just have to fight that sucker.
yeah.
But you know what? There are still a lot of dudes. And I have to say dudes because I haven't seen a single woman make a post about this.
Listen.
But there are a lot of dudes that swear up and down that 100 men got this. I just want to know their tactic.
Yeah, where's the location? What is it? Where are they fighting?
All right, let's go. Let's I'm gonna stop you right there. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into it. All right, our first category: physical strength.
Okay.
Okay.
Gorilla.
We already know a gorilla is
Gorilla
stronger
is strong.
than a man,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But
hands down.
He's
in
stronger than-
fairness to their argument, a gorilla is quantitatively about as strong as 20 men working together.
Okay.
So, we got 5 times that.
That's
You know?
But
Doesn't that just
But these 100 men may not be working as a unit.
yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
And also, they don't have any tools to combine their strength.
Yes. I agree
Because-
with that too.
Because 100 men just can grab the gorilla. But to get this close, you're dead.
You're right. Like
I mean, the gorilla would have to be
You would
surprisingly large.
lose 10 men trying to grab the gorilla with 20.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
I believe that.
That's true. So, did
Or
you
40, because you need 20 on
Yeah, I
each
was about to
side.
say.
yeah.
And that's being generous.
In
That's me
order
low.
to-
Like this is me picking the strength of like the lowest end of silverback gorilla that they want to
Yeah.
fight. Like that's not even talking about
your
a
average
special case.
strength.
Yeah, they're not even. They're below average strength. This is their base stat. That's saying they ain't lucky at all.
So basically, in the physical strength category, we can give it to the gorilla.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll give it to the gorilla.
Their bones are stronger. Everything about them is
Especially
stronger.
because it is average men. Like the average person, in my experience, is wildly weak and incapable.
I agree. Also, y'all need to stop cheating. Because y'all talking about if I get 100 MMA fighters, if I get 100 soldiers, if I get 100
I still don't
trained
think.
Zoom
Yeah.
people,
I
they
still
wouldn't.
don't think.
They wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
They wouldn't. But y'all, there are people going out of there who've been like, if we get 100 sumo wrestlers, that gorilla ain't throwing nobody around. I'm sorry. Where do y'all get this?
I feel like maybe they could put up a fight, like a good one, at least.
They might survive
2 more
slightly
seconds.
longer.
I think soldiers would last the longest because they are trained to work together.
I guess. Yeah. Like
I can see that.
I think their group would last the longest. I don't think an individual soldier that tries these plans.
Yeah,
but-
we're talking about a
Yeah.
group of armies.
Yeah, like their group might last the longest, but they're still dying.
Alright, you ready for the next category?
Yeah.
Intelligence and strategy.
Oh,
Okay, we
man.
can give that to humans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say.
You know what?
Yes.
We earned that one.
Yes.
Goddamn.
Yeah, the gorilla has 0 strategy. It's survive.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep, just
It
brute
sees
strength.
a threat, and it's just like,
Yeah.
all right, we gotta take out the threat.
Well, I won't say no strategy because they have like primal strategy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
survive.
How to take
Survival
them out,
is
right? Yeah,
the
survival
is the
but
strategy.
but I will say, the criteria for this argument is
There's no-
that the humans are unarmed. It does not say that the gorilla cannot arm himself, and they are known to use.
And they do use
Yeah, they do
tools.
use tools. So I will say
I don't.
maybe
You
it's a
don't
loose,
Fling
but
some poop at 'em.
they don't have to fling no
Some
poop.
feces.
If a gorilla picks up a rock and chucks it at your head, y'all are dead. It don't matter that it's a dumb strategy.
Yeah, it'll
You
just
can't
throw-
do nothing about
It'll
it.
throw it in your
Yeah.
direction. But I don't see. I just don't see the gorilla
Well,
instinctively
outsmarting a
picking up
man.
a stick and waving it around. It's more like it just happens to be there, and I'm just doing one of these.
Yeah,
like, lift,
but
Yeah,
see,
that's
lift
kinda
and
what it
throw.
But see, that's the thing. That's enough for us because the
Yeah.
disparity in our strength is
Yeah.
just like
And-
that much of a difference.
And for what it's worth, like World War II, the Germans, when it came to technology,
Mhm.
what?
Literally right after that video that you posted,
Okay.
we were having the conversation online. There was a Facebook post of 3 gorillas fighting each other,
Oh, okay.
and I was this close to posting it. And I was
How
like,
did it go? Like,
the people watching the fight was saying, "Zookeeper, where's the zookeeper?" Zookeepers
Oh.
are like,
Yeah,
it's like, what can I do? Like,
Shoot.
there's
he took off his hat. He's like, "There's no
Sorry.
zookeeper.
Waiting for them taking that.
I'm not stepping in there."
But World War II technology.
But like Germans, like when it came to technology, did better than any other country. But
Mhm.
all the other countries, most of the other countries, they were just like, let's get metal over there as quickly as possible. It doesn't need to be fancy.
Mhm.
Just get a lot of metal over there.
Yeah.
And that is what helped everybody fight the Germans.
Mhm.
So, with that said, if the gorilla is able to arm themselves, it doesn't matter how smart we are
Yeah.
as men, and we can't arm ourselves, then it creates a disparity that gives it to the gorilla every time.
Yeah.
Because they can lug a lot of heavy stuff at the men
Mhm.
over and over and over.
Which they would more likely be inclined to do because it's 100 bodies
Yep.
encasing them, so they would want to get away.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
They'd
like
be overwhelmed. Like it may be a point in this if you just overwhelm the gorilla, they may surrender or try to run away, not even like try to fight back.
I feel like
In
they
cer-
might
in
try
a-
to run
in a
away
certain
first.
situation.
yeah, I agree
But
with that.
because if they
Yeah,
get
but-
cornered,
yeah.
then they're just like, oh, heck
And they're
no.
just swinging their arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And grabbing things.
Yeah,
Yep.
And biting things. The
Yeah.
chompers?
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll give it this one
That-
to humans.
That fight was.
We are more intelligent. We are more strategic. I just always want to bring up dumb strategies can work, and if you can't make a strategy that counters a dumb strategy, you'll lose. That's just what is it called? Like the snowball effect, where it's like the snowball going down a mountain. If you don't think of getting out the way, then
Yeah.
sucker, it don't matter that it's just a big pile of snow. You gonna die. That's how it works.
All right. Next category: stamina and endurance.
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
I don't
We-
know enough stats about a
The
gorilla.
we have-
strength is higher.
We have better stamina, I guess, when people ask this question, but a gorilla has better endurance.
Yeah.
Because most people will come down for this one is that gorillas have burst strength. Like they use all of their strength at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the knowledge to just be like, okay, let's pace it out.
Yeah.
Which a gorilla, I guess, based off of his intelligence, wouldn't readily have. I don't think it matters though.
But we're talking about average men of today.
So ones that like.
So
I feel you.
The gorilla on both. I'm sorry.
I love this point.
BlacFire said, "Yeah, they can know how to slow down, but gosh darn it, it don't matter."
I love this point.
Yeah, my point of view on this is that the stamina game doesn't matter because you're not gonna outlast the gorilla either way. Like, I think strategically you could maybe not the first like 40 people, but maybe the last 60 can start to figure it out.
Yeah.
Or start to throw people in to tire them down.
They might be able to pull their collective minds together by the time they lose 40 people.
Yeah, right.
But we have to work as a team. Yeah.
The issue is it won't be enough, in my opinion. Like, gorillas run, slow gorillas run at 25 miles an hour.
Without tools, there's no way humans are winning. Like, it's just not happening.
Mm-hmm. Which, for anybody that's thinking of this in terms of speed, Usain Bolt's fastest is hitting 27. So, y'all do the math. Because that's peak human right there.
Yeah. And that's just in a straight line, pretty much. So.
Hey, look. If y'all think you're going to outlast this gorilla, I just think his strength is going to say, hey, sucker.
Enough's enough.
Okay. Just to put stuff into perspective.
Okay.
Gorillas, small gorillas, weigh as much as I do. I'm a very large guy compared to most people.
That's fair.
And that is small gorillas.
100 men could take you.
I feel like 100.
Yes.
Yeah.
100 average men could take you.
Yes. But
But you also don't have the strength of a gorilla.
I'm correct.
Right. Or the endurance.
I feel like I could at least hurt the first 20.
Okay.
Probably.
And that might be.
They're gonna be like, "Yo, put him in the pit! Put him in the pit right now!"
Probably.
If we're looking at average, actually no. If we're looking at average men, I'll give myself a little bit more than 20.
Because he thinks so little of the average man.
I do. like okay, I pick up printers a lot every day, right?
Yeah, that is your job.
Even our smallest printers, okay, which I think is it's 23 kilograms or not kilograms, kilos. Kilos?
Kilos are kilograms.
No,
yeah,
not kilograms. What's the measurement weight? It's 23K.
Pounds?
No. So it would be 40. What is that?
He's mathing.
I was about to say
Let him cook.
I don't know metrics. So.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
I'm a
about
filthy
50
American.
pounds.
See, I was there.
Yeah, you were. So
I know
that
like
is
metrics.
watching how much like people who do this on a daily struggle to pick up 50 pounds is sad, and it's their jobs.
That's fair. I mean, there's a reason that a lot of like retail and stuff is just like, yeah, can you lift 100? And
that's true.
that
They
quite
put that in
literally
the
is like a yeah.
If you're looking for a job, some places.
I lift 50 pounds. I lift 50 pounds a day at work. Twice.
There you go.
I did 2 times.
Buffman.
It's not hard at all. It's all in your legs.
It's
But
all
see,
in the knee.
the fact that most people have to be reminded to do that, I don't think that that's the average thought process. I think most average men think that they can just lift with their arms and be okay.
Well, and I can lift with my arms.
But you're a big dude.
Yeah,
So I'm
you're a
not
big
gonna
dude.
lie.
Well, I mean, how much do you weigh?
130 pounds.
And I can curl you.
Yeah.
Easy.
Curl me. Not bench me.
Yeah, you said
Curl.
He made the distinction clear.
So, and you could call me arrogant, and I would say, yeah, a little bit. I feel like I could take on at least 25.
Put him in the
No,
pit.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what most people don't understand in terms of strategy is that if you're attacking a singular point, then the rest of you have to get around everybody else in order to work. Like, I've seen, because of this, people are just like, yeah, Hollywood has thrown you guys off. Like, you've never just been, like, gone out and just been jumped before. And I'm just like, yeah, see, the thing with jumping is not everybody can get good licks in. And to be honest with you, not everybody gets licks in at all.
Or at
because
the
if you're
same
focusing
time.
if you're focusing on one point, y'all have to either move out of the way or take turns.
And they're
I
all not at
guarantee
100% strength.
Right, exactly.
Because if you're all trying to hit the same spot, then your guys don't have all the space to do everything that you want to do.
Yeah.
So usually it's like a rotation. So you're not getting hit. Not that I've been jumped, because it sounds like I have some kind of experience.
No, I was
Like,
like,
I'm just thinking about this in
wow,
my
what
head.
happened?
But like in my head, I'm thinking like if you guys don't have enough space to hit the same target at the same time. So you wouldn't be at the same, like at your full strength. So
Yeah.
you're really just getting hit by, half strength by, 3-4 guys, depending on,
Yeah. Maybe 3 to 4.
Yeah.
At a singular
So,
point in time.
so they would have to rotate, and they're not hitting a gorilla. So I mean, come on.
I just need to
Alright.
learn how to fight. I feel like I could
I will
take
gladly
on
teach you.
0 people. Anyways, next factor.
No. I think you could talk people down.
Hey, stop. Oh, wow, an angel. This is the last category I put in is environmental factors because I feel like it also depends on where we're fighting. Like if we're in the jungle, we don't know, I'm speaking for the women we obviously live longer for a reason. Okay,
As
gonna
long
go
as
with
you
that.
don't get married.
Anyways.
No, it's true. Women who don't get married live longer.
That's crazy.
Thanks for that weird fact.
The men that think that they can put up a fight with this gorilla, I feel like it depends on where you're fighting at. If you're in the jungle, you're in the gorilla's terrain.
Yeah.
And the gorilla don't know what to do, where to hide and stuff. Not saying that the men can't just use
Hide in
it
trees
too.
and land on their backs.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
I'll tell you like this: if y'all are fighting, because I'm not putting myself in that category. If y'all,
If Trey is watching.
Yep, I was about to say, if I'm watching from a distance,
I'm watching from
if that gorilla has anywhere to climb at all, y'all are cooked.
Yeah.
Because the second that sucker realizes he can just drop 300 pounds
move.
minimum,
They move
Yep.
so fast.
Yeah,
Yep.
25,
25 miles an hour.
They, like,
You're
I
done.
can't
don't-
move 25
they don't
miles an
have.
hour.
They don't have to go a mile.
Mhm.
Just I don't know if you've ever seen a gorilla. Like I said, this fight that I was watching, these 4 gorillas just having at it with each other. I'm like, these are some big things. Like
Yeah.
these animals are huge,
Yep.
and they're throwing each other around like they're nothing. So
The funniest thing I've seen
it's like
is where it's just like, yeah, what if we just like dogpile him or we hold his arms down? And I was just like, so what happens, right, if you're holding on for dear life to this gorilla and he just
it's a
decides
catapult.
not even, right? He just decides y'all playing, he just rolls over.
Yeah.
Your joints are
yeah,
done.
okay.
Like, he doesn't have to take this seriously. That sucker can just be like, wee.
I mean, my hands
so-
probably aren't as big as the average human hands, but like
Mhm.
like go grab a gorilla.
Gorilla beefy.
Like you have to hug his arms,
Yeah.
like, and then you're just like holding on for dear life.
Mhm.
And if you can get a bite in, you're still done.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you can just
Oh yeah, because
Because he just grab you with his other arm and
yeah.
that's
Lunch.
and peel you off.
1,000.
It's-
Because it's grab. Now I'm grabbing you to peel you off my arm. I'm crushing you when I'm grabbing you because I'm using my full strength because they don't hold back.
Yep.
If they feel threatened.
Mhm.
So he's crushing you when he grabs you. You have to let go. So now you're in its grasp and you're being flung or bitten.
I was like, it's 4 times that of a lion. Their bite force is 4 times that of a lion.
You're dead.
1,300
That's crazy.
pounds per square inch.
Yeah.
I didn't finish reading. Per square inch. Per square. From here to here and here to here.
His
Per
Italian's coming out.
square inch.
I just want to know y'all strategy. The only strategy that I've heard people say is dogpiling them, holding the arms down, or gouging out the gorilla's eyes. I was like, good luck with all that.
Like
Okay, but no
they'd have
tools.
to
Mhm.
like 20 people would have
Well,
to come from the sky to
20
drop
of me.
like
20
to
of
drop
me.
on to the back of the gorilla to maybe get a hold of his face to puncture his eyes or to gouge his eyes out. I don't know. That's as far as you get. Then you're just fighting a blind monster flailing his arms.
Exactly.
That's-
Exactly. I was like, I don't know why y'all feel like that helps you. Y'all still have to beat the gorilla. Man.
Well, if they manage to gouge his eyes out,
Uh-huh.
then if they're able to get away
Mhm.
and let the thing die on its own, the gorilla, then maybe 5 men.
That's a long time because it's only gonna be bleeding from the eyes.
Yeah, I know.
We
It's
gotta
gonna
weaken
take
the
a
gorilla
while.
enough to strangle it. Because I mean, honestly, what are you gonna do?
Ooh,
Exactly.
Who's strangling the
Ooh.
gorilla?
Yeah, exactly.
There's only-
exactly.
only
what
one.
are you going to do?
Mhm.
You can't cut its skin and make it bleed. What are you?
Right.
You don't have claws or
Yep.
teeth. Your teeth can't break its skin.
Y'all just hoping that he just walks his tail over a cliff and be like, "We did it." Man.
And that's kind of what I was getting at. Like earlier, we were kind of discussing like, where are we when we're fighting this thing? Like,
Mhm.
you'd have to push it over a cliff.
Yeah.
No, you would have to outsmart it over a cliff. You would have
Yeah.
to let it.
Well, that's
run
what I
after
mean.
you.
Push it figuratively, physically, literally, whatever. But over a cliff, it'd have to go.
a comment that I had made earlier is I feel like even me punching a gorilla is equivalent to it would hurt as much as a baby coming over and hitting your leg.
Mhm.
Like it's like you
So-
feel it,
so
but then
zero.
you're just like
Yes, I was touched.
And even then, like, because in
Made
that
contact.
comparison, your skin isn't as thick in comparison to a baby as a gorilla's is to you as a full grown
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
True.
JT was good.
Hi,
Hello.
JT.
JT said Mbaku. That's crazy.
Jay.
What did he say?
Mbaku from
Baku what?
from
So
Black Panther.
so
Yeah.
that's your argument. What is your
I think he's just saying because Mbaku was the man ape tribe.
He was,
Yeah.
but he's not gorillaing
He's
a gorilla.
also not an average man.
I was about to say I don't think the Wakandas are average at all.
Can't put him on the list.
Yeah.
So
That's
where-
peak
where-
human.
where does-
the whole range?
where does JT fall in this?
I think he was on the same timing as just like, nah, I'm not fighting no gorilla.
Yeah.
Well, he's not fighting a gorilla, but like if 100 men were to fight a gorilla,
Oh, I got you. JT, how do you feel? Could 100 men take down Magilla gorilla?
gorilla.
Harambe?
With no tools.
Yeah, because
No
Harambe
tools.
was easy. You got a gun, you can kill anything.
I mean, you definitely need more than a 9mm to
Um,
even hurt the
Yeah.
You need a tranquilizer.
tranquilizer can work.
hmm
Yeah.
A lot of ketamine.
But yeah, nah,
Who wins? A gorilla.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
If y'all legitimately think, go out and try it. Get,
Wha-
Hey,
we
get
need to do it. There needs to be like a death battle. Like I would love to see that.
It would be death. Yes.
mhm.
Well, not in like
It would
not in
be-
real life.
It
Wait,
would be.
hold on.
It
Like,
would
I
be
feel like-
gorilla. No, it would be gorilla slaughter. Slaughters 100 men. It wouldn't be like.
Oh,
It would be a death battle. Watching a gorilla kill 100 men.
Ah.
Gorilla's about to go.
Destiny Warrior, yes,
yeah.
literally
That's what I'm talking
as
about.
I'm saying,
Yes.
as I'm saying it.
That's exactly what I feel like.
Gorilla Slaughter.
Game
Right.
XL, what's good?
Hi.
Welcome to the
Hello.
show. You can switch us back over.
Great
yeah,
discussion, guys.
Y'all,
I enjoy.
y'all
that.
let us know if you think 100 men. In fact, tell me the
How
strat.
many men would
Tell
it
me
take
the
to,
strat.
to take down a gorilla?
Yeah,
'Cause-
500.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna tell y'all this. All of y'all that's just like, yeah, what if we just dogpile them? I'm like, y'all don't know how dogpiling works. Because for one, you got to make sure that you get him under there. For two, everyone in the middle is dying before that gorilla does.
That's suffocation.
Yep.
Like, what?
No
And
breathing.
again, we're talking about average men.
Vinay Rao said, have 50 fat guys and 50 veterans throw fat guys at the gorilla. get it tired and go for the fatal blow.
Go for the fatal blow.
That's crazy.
Sounds like a crazy way. I don't know. See, this is why I'm saying, like, we have to, like, set it up.
Yeah,
So,
how
like
many
somebody-
men would it take?
The
Needs to
average
animate
American
this.
man is just shy of 200 pounds.
The average?
The
average
average, yeah.
American man is shy of 200 pounds.
Mhm.
And that don't mean they're healthy.
Right.
That doesn't mean they're strong.
So wait, but why is it like American men? What if it's like different?
Because it's
Because-
sat that
because if it
we're the
goes
only
like-
ones.
That just happens to be the statistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if we did it worldwide, it
Yeah.
would probably be lower
It
because
would be
we,
way lower.
yeah, because we're more obese.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So if we did it by worldwide, it would probably be like around 150, 130,
Mhm.
something like that.
Got you.
So, hey, y'all try it.
Yeah, get 100 men together. Open the cage.
I'll tell you this: if the gorilla gets in his head that he can pick y'all up and use you against each other, you're
Mhm.
cooked.
Yeah, you're done.
The second he throws that first person down,
That's the tool right there.
The
The
tool is
other
the-
bodies.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He grabs one and dismembers him by not intentional. He
Yeah.
doesn't intentionally dismember him. It just happens to
Mhm.
be how strong he is. And now he has an arm or a leg, and he's swinging and throwing.
I feel like
Y'all-
some of them might end up leaving.
Mhm.
So,
I mean, if you're smart,
Traumatized, like, oh no,
Oh,
they killed this guy.
this is why I hate this argument because people keep giving the
136 pounds.
136.
So, you.
yes.
The average man, you are the average man worldwide when it comes to weight.
We get
Claps in the
100
chat.
Kristoffs.
Woo!
Not this one though. We
The
want
100 of me? Nope. Definitely not taking on the gorilla. I'll tell you that right now. I
He's
barely,
like,
I
"I'm
barely
standing
conquer
confident."
gravity some days.
And to be honest, I wouldn't even call you because you're more athletic than
You
the
are.
average person too.
Yeah.
True.
So
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
even
yeah.
say.
Yeah. I can athletically avoid a gorilla.
Yes, I was
Yes,
just gonna
yes,
say.
yes. Well, you can give me that.
Kristoff be in the army and be, like see the first dude and be like, that ain't gonna be me though.
He said, I'm out.
I'm a sit back and observe. From a tree. That's my
if you're
strategy.
in the jungle.
Can I do this? No.
No.
I'm out.
gone.
JT said, add a few bodybuilders in the 100 and see if their strength is real.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
we
not
kinda
signing up to
discussed
fight a
that,
gorilla.
Mhm.
Right. And I wouldn't want to say bodybuilders, like, as somebody who enjoys exercise, bodybuilders look pretty,
They look strong.
right? They
Mhm.
look strong, but I promise
They're
you,
not always
I
strong.
can outstrength any.
This
not any- I
guy.
can outstrength most bodybuilders.
Put him in the pit.
No, seriously, because I train for strength. I don't train to look pretty,
Okay.
right? Bodybuilders, that's what they're doing.
Mhm.
They're training to look pretty.
JT said Gorilla will use Kristoff as a bat against the 99 level.
It would if I were first.
Yeah.
It's not coming after me. It doesn't say where's Kristoff at.
Oh my gosh. Y'all let us know if you think 100 men would beat a gorilla in a fight in the comment section down below. While you're down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it as well, and subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to our first 1,000.
1,000.
Only 158 followers to go.
Yep.
You said what? 158?
Yes.
And that's accurate.
We're at
Oh,
9.
no.
We're
I
at
thought-
58.
58.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
followers
I
to
thought we
go.
were. I thought we were at
I
at least
heard
100 last time I
58.
checked.
I heard
Wait.
the 58.
Wait,
and was
how-
like, yeah.
How are y'all mathing? Because we're at 902.
I'm so confused.
Don't you subtract?
We need 1,000.
We need 58
Right.
more to
Oh,
We need 1,000, y'all.
98.
98.
Oh my
gosh.
god.
go. See,
I-
all of y'all need
I
to
love-
stop.
I was
love-
like, I swear we were at 100 left. I was like, how are we at 50 now?
Yeah, I was
Or
about to say,
150.
what did y'all know that I don't know? But
Never
in fairness though, when I checked today, y'all Split Fiction from last night was at 172 viewers. So I was just like, did something happen that I just didn't see?
They all subscribed.
Yeah, I was like,
We're actually at 1,000 guys. Thank you
That's-
so much.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I was just
See,
like,
I can't math.
You can ask me to fix almost anything. Don't ask me how I did it, and don't ask me how to measure something.
Or why do you
that.
have extra pieces?
They don't
Yes.
ask me how to do that.
JT said, Lord have
It's
mercy.
still-
I know 1 + 1 equals fish.
But yes,
Did you
Hey!
let it? Duh.
y'all try to get us as close to 58 subscribers yet as possible. For Chia's sake.
We're gonna
For
have
my
to live with this.
sanity, please
Mhm.
subscribe.
Yep. Make her write retrospectively. And feel free to check out the link in the description. It's a link to all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There, you can become a champion of the ring and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live around
7
7.
p.m. on Thursday.
Eastern Standard Time around the dot. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Feel free to come out one Thursday that we can chat it out with you live and in real time. Make it a party, as JT says. But until that time comes, we'll just catch you guys in the next video with some more Catered Chaos. Peace.
Peace.
Alright, I want to cut out the part where we did the math really wrong.
I say leave it. I feel like that just adds a lot of charm.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do the outro.
It's cool.
People will probably be
I'll
like,
edit in post.
what the heck, huh?
Add it in post.
Edit in post.
Edit in post.
Edit in post.
That's
He's
crazy.
never doing things in post.
All right.
Oh, I won't be able to.
Wow.
edit.
Wow.
You're fine.
We're done.
Going on into
Get
our
out.
first
out.
reaction.
Sorry.
It's gonna be a death
Shh, Juice talking. JT said he can see your hand.
Yes. That's
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
But you can't look at me.
It's a gorilla. So
Well, we got a gorilla of a fight coming up.
Ah.
We got
I'll bite
Master
the drum,
Chief
yeah.
versus the Doom Slayer. Halo versus Doom.
all right.
The death battle.
So this is one super soldier versus a gorilla.
Is that really how it is?
No.
I was gonna ask for a rundown on who.
It's a super soldier versus
Another super soldier.
technically
The
super
Master
soldier.
Chief is from Call.
No,
Halo.
Yes. Yes. Well done.
Felt so natural. Yeah.
My
Call of the
God.
Ring.
Okay. After this
I
month,
did not
we are
have
watching.
coffee
we
today.
Call of the Master Chief.
If you say anything other than the Halo cutscenes, I'm not about to go.
I'm gonna have her sit down and sort of watch the cutscenes from the games.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
alright.
the specials leading up to Halo 5.
That should be my next game to play, guys. When Chia plays games badly.
Ooh. Hey,
No.
sucker.
I'll play with you.
I'd pay to see you play Halo. The Master Chief Collection, buy it for her.
I think I own it.
Hey, understand? I'll sit there and watch like crazy. That would be hilarious.
She's like, she would take the controller quick right after that first cutscene.
I'm feeling I don't want to.
Right after that
Nah,
instant cutscene.
You know how you get her? You put the birthday party setting on, So that all the
Hey, yeah.
Confetti.
That would be.
Yeah.
What?
Put the skull on.
The skull for the.
Maybe
If you get a headshot, it does confetti.
I
if
don't
we get
see,
50 more
I don't
subscribers
see her getting a headshot though.
in this month.
when we get only to
There's
58
a percentage.
subscribers left.
There's
Did
a
we
percentage where she
get
gets
to
a headshot,
58?
not on purpose.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
My KDR is strong,
I mean,
guys.
Look, let's put it this way. Last
Oh,
night,
yeah,
when we
no
were
doubt
playing-
about that.
We were playing Split Fiction, and I had to snipe.
Mhm.
And I know I'm a bad sniper,
Mhm.
and she was very impressed with my sniping.
In fairness, though,
You
because
hit
I
the
have
target.
seen some channels do it, if you do get to a point when y'all are done with Split Fiction, where y'all spend those nights watching the Halo cutscenes for the channel, I think they could do really well. I think you would like the story a
Yeah,
lot.
I agree with
But I
that.
want
the
you
story's good.
immersed in the story. I
Hey, if you want to play,
the story.
if you want to play, hop on it. I'd love to see it.
You don't need to play them all. You just need
I
to.
think I might. What is it?
You need to play.
like a
you need
one
to play
night
1, 2,
only.
and you need to play 1, 2, and 3.
I
That's a
would
lot.
appreciate if
It
you
is a
played
lot.
one.
Mm.
Cause
Uh,
I'm thinking about her in the last level of the third game.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
Yeah.
say. But see,
What does this mean?
my thing is right. It's the cliffhangers. I don't think. Like, if there's any one of them that you would play by themselves, I would say probably she should play 3 by himself, or 2. 2, I would say yes to, but the issue is where it stops.
Yeah.
I don't see
Yeah.
her playing by. I don't see you. I'm sorry, I'm talking if you're not here. I don't see you playing by yourself. I just don't.
What do you
Um,
like? Wait, is it a 2-player game?
It
You can,
be.
yeah, you can play it.
Oh, so it's like. Wait, hold on.
It's
hold
old
on.
school game.
Y'all are counting me out. I used to play Call of Duty Zombies, and I was a pro at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would last at least 3 levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
maybe.
sounds like pro status to me.
So that means I know you could get through the first 2 missions of Halo 1.
If somebody were playing with her, I think legitimately she could. But I want you to invest in the story. That's
Yeah.
it's just they're long games.
Yeah.
So
If we
okay, so I can just watch all the cutscenes from 1 and 2 and then play 3.
I'd-
No.
I'd personally be fine with that, but that's something that you would talk about with them. I personally think that 3 is going to be the one that's the most engaging for you, because
like
the
it.
most is happening in 3.
I can agree with that.
But I would want you to know the lore of 1 and 2. I think that's 2 is my favorite of the games to play.
Okay.
But I think that you would have the most fun playing 3, if that makes sense. 2 is my favorite of the ones to just sit and play. The ending for anyway, we're getting off. I'm about to watch my boy Chief fight the Doom Slayer.
Yeah, Chief
That's-
is winning. Period.
That's my hope
Intellect wins over
over Braun.
Braun.
Is he just is Doom just a guy that just
He's just the Doom guy, the Doom Slayer.
he just comes in?
He just
and,
kills demons. He kills
Yeah.
demons.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Now he kills things that don't really think too much when they fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just carries a
He fights
BF.
gorillas.
He's got a BFG and he just unloads.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big friendly giant.
Sure.
You don't want to read that book? Okay, let me not get off sidetracked.
Yeah.
It's a good book.
JT said I got Doom guy winning.
Oh,
Really?
JT's against y'all.
Wow.
That's fine. Hey, look, I'll rep Chief till the day I die.
Well,
I have Chief on the win also because I
Mhm.
mean, Doom guy is strong, sure, but
He is, yeah.
what are his mental strengths like? And the things he fights are also not necessarily as smart.
yeah.
Mhm.
And also, I would go as far as to argue that Chief, without his suit, could take on.
I would agree with that.
Interesting, because I mean he is a super soldier.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But see, that's the thing. Also, the
But
the
what
suit
is- what
weighs
is-
him down.
Yeah.
Like quite
He's
literally,
like
he's
a Rock Lee. Once you take off the suit, he goes woo.
well, it's
Yeah.
like
It's
the
like Captain America with the armored suit on.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's a good way to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
But let's go ahead and cue this intro, and then are we watching this whole thing, or are we watching?
We're
the fight?
watching the
Oh,
fight.
okay, I got
Yeah.
you. I had to be sure.
That's another
Can
episode.
we pause at the science, quote unquote science?
Oh yeah,
stats?
yeah. The
okay.
stats for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Wait, don't they have the stats at the end? Or do they also do it at the
No,
end?
they
do
do
it-
some stats at the end.
Oh, okay.
But those are like the comparative ones.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
reasoning for winning, but
Mhm.
they usually have like a list or something that
Yeah.
they're gonna
Okay.
use before the fight.
But I can
Criteria.
pause the stats so that
Yeah.
you can get a
Feel for them
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and cue that intro, Stahl.
for my future game.
Unexpected from
My brain is just being childish.
Insubordinate, childish. You twos.
YouTube.
Yeah, I got one of
It's
those.
what's? I don't think it's the
Markiplier.
computer this time.
Mhm.
So I did.
Unis Honest.
I don't need to say this on camera.
In memory.
I did check the computer,
Okay.
and the computer itself seems fine. It seems like one of the plugins
Mm-hmm.
maybe might not be working well.
Woo-wee.
Boy, you don't chill out. I didn't tell you to do
You
all
can't even
this.
click it. It's a pop.
I can't.
There we go.
This is the beginning.
We got stats. Status quo.
Cortana.
Yeah, he's got an arc. Mjolnir. Like Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he doing with it?
It's the
It's-
name of
it's just the name of the armor.
weapon. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
fun.
the armor.
Artificial intelligence.
It's a Gen 3 armor. I forgot that fact.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Non-linear.
See if we can find. Y'all got a lot of cutscenes from these.
So, you think? I guess what it might come down to is how strong is Doom Guy?
Yeah, like to a degree.
He's a good.
But I don't
Because
think
it's gonna.
he's-
I mean, it's got to come to fisticuffs at some point.
Yeah, that don't matter.
Is this him? Did his
These
no,
are still feats from.
These are
Master
Master
Chief.
Chief. Yeah.
What the heck is Chucky doing on there? Chucky look crazy.
Y'all up there from Prize Picks, huh?
Full name unknown.
Under 1,000 years. This is for Doom Guy.
Doom Guy.
Yeah.
Dang, physically.
So he's taller than me by 6 inches.
He is.
He hates demons. He hates demons, and he hates demons.
Dang.
He can run on anything.
Run on
apparently.
anything? What is that? What?
Run
Look at
on-
his pet rabbit.
Sure, pet.
Wait, is that rabbit on a stick?
That is a head of a rabbit
Yeah.
on a stick.
Is that his pet rabbit?
That's a
It's a dead rabbit.
yeah,
But is
or
it his
unalive.
pet?
disembodied head.
Probably.
No. Would you put your pet rabbit's head on a
But
stick?
I think Doom Guy's kind of crazy. Like he
Mentally?
It might, yeah, I think it might be
I
like
think it is his
uh,
pet. Like that is
like
his
a,
pet.
what is it, Gilligan's Island situation?
Oh.
I need to look it up. What's his name?
Doom Guy?
Doom Guy. Wait,
Doom
Yeah,
Slayer?
Doom Slayer.
Doomslayer, yeah.
they call him Doom Guy.
Yeah, no, a lot of people just call him Doom Guy. This is actually the first time that I've heard someone try to refer to him as Doom Slayer.
Well, that's because in the newer games
they call him Doom Slayer.
Slayer.
Okay, I got you. They gave him a title.
Yeah.
We in the 90s, back in the day, when it was the point and click on the computer, we know him as the Doom
Oh,
Guy.
that was just a clip
So-
of his rabbit.
Fun fact: if you try
Dead.
to play
Yeah,
the
it's
original
his rabbit.
Doom games on a modern computer,
Mhm.
you will instantly die because the rate at which enemies come is based off of the clock speed of your processor.
Oh.
Jeez.
So
It's so fast.
So
That's crazy.
yeah, it is impossible to play without modifying.
I'll give it this. This looks clean.
Master Chief is a girl.
No, it's Cortana.
The AI in
Cortana's-
his system is female.
Are you a demon? You're a demon. I'm gonna kill you. You're a demon.
Holy cow.
Die, demon.
Let's go, Chief.
That's Cortana. That's the woman speaking name,
Got you.
which exists in his
3 grenades at once. Doom portal. Are you gonna fight demons now?
Is that a rat?
Okay.
Yo, what?
Chainsaw.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Doomslayer.
Ooh, to his knee.
There we go,
That was
Chief.
cool.
Let's go,
That was
Chief.
cool.
That's my boy,
That was cool.
Chief. Yeah.
Yikes. Ooh, they got some strength.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's,
Doom guy is strong. I'll give it that.
but he's stronger than a laser sword? I don't think so. That's cool.
No.
This is a cool perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, freak. Is
Oh.
Doom guy, like, deceased? Like, is
Uh,
he even alive?
I
I
have
don't
no idea.
He might be just a corpse moving on instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know Doom enough to be like he can't win this at all. But if I had to choose, I would want Master Chief to win this.
Got you. Dang.
Now they're
Plot
gonna
twist,
work
they gotta
All
work
right,
together.
so okay. I mean, Master Chief kind of kills aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So he's used to
Demons are
this.
kind of like aliens.
Yeah. JT said, "Let's go, Doom."
But I don't know.
Ah! Hey!
I don't know why we're fighting demons.
It's like,
what AI?
The AI and Doom
Oh,
guy.
To be honest, I didn't even know he had an AI.
yeah, I didn't.
Y'all
even-
didn't hear it? The
I,
one
I,
time?
Yeah, I
I
heard
wasn't.
him.
I
Oh,
heard
okay.
it, but I didn't.
holy cow. Oh, holy cow.
Oh.
Let's go, John. Show him something.
What? Where are you going? Dang, Doom.
Nah, there's
Doom?
What?
he went to catch it and throw it back at him.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They're giving him the win because of that.
So he can run fast?
Yeah, he's strong.
Oh, you got the
Spartan laser.
yeah Spartan laser and the.
They both took each other out.
Nah.
It better not be a
It's
draw.
not gonna be a draw.
Halo Master Chief should absolutely win.
This guy got a lot of guns.
Oh,
They're giving it to Doom guy.
yeah, they are.
Because what is that weapon?
What is it? Oh.
No.
Yeah, he brute strength it.
Wow, just like his rabbit.
No.
All right, let's see their logic.
And JT, I know you happy.
Doom guy can run a rocket. That's stupid. That's stupid. That is so fucking stupid. Because he can outrun his own bullet in an old video game.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Gosh.
He must be that fast.
In the old game, he can't do that in the new game. And he doesn't do that in the new game. That's the technical limitation. The
repackaged
technical
the
limitations of the old game makes him stronger.
Yeah.
It's
There you go.
stupid.
You know what? I agree.
That's
JT said crazy work, y'all.
that's how my face is.
Yo, look at the graphics. What in the world?
We really about to sit here as if people can't go insane.
Yeah.
He may be insane now, but he used to be a Marine. Okay.
See, I don't like how they do experience because they're just like, no, this guy has experience because he's literally lived more. But I'm just like, but you just said the other guy has a variety of combat, which means that he has more experience.
Yeah.
Because he's fought a variety. I can fight the same thing every day for however long and just find their patterns and do the same things every day.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that I have more experience than somebody that's just like, yeah, I can beat them and them and them.
Yeah. How many different alien races are in Halo?
They're saying
Well,
Enough.
not in Halo,
Doom's
but
guns are stronger. I guess there's an argument there, sure. But like, he's not running faster than a missile because he did it in an old video game. Because the tech was old, so of course he runs faster than the bullet.
JC said redundancy. Well, if you want to get out of here.
And also, if they want to talk about technology, Master Chief has access to Forge's weapons. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Like, by the time we start talking about Halo 5 and Halo Infinite, I don't want to talk about technology anymore. It's quite literally the technology from the origin of the universe, and he can just use this mess day in, day
if you're telling me that his arsenal alone can win him the match, okay.
Yeah.
But don't tell me. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I want to see who the
other.
next one is. Green Lantern?
Uh-oh.
First,
Uh-oh,
no way.
anime!
Oh!
Kyle
Gurren
Rayner.
Lagann?
Kyle Rayner specifically is crazy.
Versus Gurren Lagann. What an unexpected matchup.
Wow, believe in the me that believes in you.
Okay, so my question is, who the hell is
Kyle
Rayner, White Lantern?
So essentially, he became Green Lantern around the time that we were growing up. Like they transitioned though, but he's specifically known for getting all the lantern rings and being able to use them without like any drawbacks.
Gotcha.
Which is why he's white, because he basically merges them all their powers into one.
So the power of combining is what they're using for this theme.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that's exactly
Stupid. Stupid.
Hello,
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
What's good?
Sebastian.
Also, Kyle is typically he's known for being the cooler of the Green Lanterns because he's super into like anime and stuff like that. So he makes a lot of his constructs look like Gundams and mecha and like a bunch of different
That's
stuff.
also why he's against Gurren Lagann. So
interesting to see.
Yeah.
Gurren Lagann.
I will say
I
would say Gurren Lagann would win this, but they've done some stupid stuff for Kyle in the comics. I won't lie to you.
I think Death Battle has warped logic.
Yeah.
When it comes to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
So I kind of
they don't know. You throw logic out. And do the impossible.
I'm getting to the point where I don't care who wins anymore.
It's a Gurren Lagann reference and no one knew it.
That's why, like, whenever we sit down and people are just like, y'all didn't react to the science, I'm just like, bro, nah. Y'all.
It's loosely based on the science.
Mm-hmm.
Science.
I'm here for the animations. That's because I'll say it looked cool.
It's game logic.
Yeah,
I'll look really good.
Mm-hmm. Goodness gracious. Well, JT, you won this one. And then he said, y'all already know who I wanted to win. I know he a Gurren Lagann fan.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to think about it logically, but it's a fault of mine.
From what I've seen,
because I just don't know enough about White Lantern, but
Yeah.
I know Gurren Lagann's going to space and they got the space mech.
Yep. I would say Gurren Lagann has shown off more power, but Kyle has more hacks. I guarantee you there's going to be at least 3 dumb things they just throw in there that I'm like, I don't really know if Kyle did that, but I guess you could loosely say he should be able to. So here we go. He is one of the dumb ones. Him and Hal are the two that I'm just like, y'all just throwing people powers at this point. Because when they did, what did they do? Hal Jordan versus Ben 10. And they said Hal can turn back time with the Green Lantern ring, I was just like, all right,
We're
I'll
just
just-
gonna end it there.
I'll just let it.
That does sound far-fetched.
When I'm not super into the Green Lantern,
No, you're fine.
but when did Green Lantern ever have the ability to turn back time
No.
without
Hey, suck
help of?
It was Dio.
Hey, your guess is as good as mine.
It was Dio.
Because they sure as heck wrote Ben 10 lose that fight, and I was just like, how? Like, not the Glazed Ben 10, but how? Y'all really had him fight a dude who remade the universe in his show. And it was just like, yeah, well, I mean, Hal can do all that but better. And I'm just like, suck a win. I ain't never seen what he need the Justice League for. Like,
Yeah.
Back me
seriously,
up.
Why do you need the Justice League? Thank you.
him and Superman. I'm putting y'all both on notice. Y'all be sandbagging for enemies you can just beat. Y'all let us know who you think should have won this fight in the comment section down
That
below.
sounds like a leading question.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if we don't see Master Chief at least 45 times under this video, then I know they're all
He
lying.
said,
Did
put
I-
in the comments down below who should have won.
What are the comments saying? Can
Oh,
we see a
yeah,
few
yeah,
of those
yeah.
comments?
Yeah, let's do it.
Comments turned off.
If I shot someone in the head and they proceeded to headbutt me after tanking it, I'm out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Unrealistic Slayer didn't swap between rocket launcher, precision ball, ballista, and shotgun in the span of 2 seconds. Doomslayer got revenge for being teabagged at the end of the original 2011
Oh,
fight.
they did
Dang.
this once before.
I think I had seen that they did this before, but I guess with new games and stuff.
They use old logic.
Hey, but they did the same thing for Mario and Sonic too. They had a second one when the first one
They
Sonic
had
just
Mario and
they-
Sonic fight each
they
other?
had Mario and Sonic fight twice. In the first one, Sonic won. In the second one, they were just like Odyssey's come out, and now he's just stronger than Sonic. And I was just like, what? How? How?
Sonic all day.
Cappy really legitimately just
Period.
changed the game that much?
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Death Battle, for giving us Master Chief and Doomslayer fighting demons alongside each other.
I mean, honestly, Doomslayer was just fighting demons the whole time.
Master Chief was just an extra.
Master Chief was the demon.
Nice. But yeah, y'all let us know. And let us know who you think is going to win this fight. Gurren Lagann versus Kyle Rayner in the comment section down below. While you're down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it as well. And subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to our first 1,000
1,000.
right here in the C2 circle. Hop in today, become one of our first VIPs. And hit the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date with all of our videos and shorts. Join the squad. It won't charge your card. I keep realizing that I don't have no space to just like pause.
Oh yeah,
anymore.
because JT
That's right.
fill in the blanks.
Hey, Mama Susan, how you doing tonight?
Hello.
JT said it was BS with Sonic and Mario round 2. Feel free to check out the link in the description of this video. It's a link to all of our socials, including our Discord, the C2 Circle. There you can become a champion of the ring. Be around for all the content. It's going to be lined up next week when we go live around
7
7.
p.m. on Thursday.
Eastern Standard Time around the dot. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Feel free to come out one Thursday. That way we can chat with you live and in real time. It'll be a party, but until that time comes, we'll catch you in the next one with some more Catered Chaos. Peace.
I like the floating cat.
You like the floating
Hold it
thing?
there for a second for me. I didn't readjust this. Forgot, kind of. Alright, we good. Yeah.
Said Elemental P.
Hello, man.
Elemental P.
Eminimini.
All right, now for the good stuff. That was so. Oh God, that was such a chore to get through all that stuff at the beginning.
Well,
Wow! Excuse me.
I mean, you see what's coming up next?
Yeah.
Here we are with the official trailer for Dawn to Dawn Season 2. Netflix anime that took people in a choke grip last year.
Strangled by the clever wittiness of the hilarious anime.
I'm excited to see where we go from here. Y'all are all caught up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
I actually want to go back and watch it again.
Refresh the memes.
But you're going to be too busy watching Star Wars, right?
Anyways.
We ain't gonna hold it out too long. JT said bask in it. So let's go ahead and cue the intro, and then we'll get into the season 2 official trailer of Don da Don Don da Don da Don da Don da Don.
Wow, thank you for the theme song.
Yo, what the
We're
freak?
really getting deep into the lore here right now.
He looks crazy.
Dang.
Cause he's trying to say Momo, right? Cause
Yeah.
Momo was in danger the last we saw her.
Yeah. She's about to get great.
Ooh. Oh.
They want your peen. I love it.
200
200
years of
years of
hatred
hatred.
will explode.
Now Mount Fuji or Pompeii?
I just hope that they stick with the same theme song. I know, like, they like to switch it up, but
Yeah,
like
they're
that
gonna
theme
switch it up.
song,
It better
Yeah.
hit as hard.
yeah, like you guys really set the bar with that one theme
No, you can
song.
say it.
You can't. Who's Creepy Nuts?
Yeah, Creepy Nuts.
Like, I'm gonna need
Yeah.
season 2's theme song to be just as fire. Just my disclaimer.
I will say that was one of the major draw factors, but I also do like the elements of the style, how they depict things, like how this looks right here.
Yeah,
It's just
it
like
looks
it's so clean.
crazy.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
colors are so vibrant. I love it.
That the little rainbow earrings.
It's yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
I love everything about it. I can't even pick anything.
JT said Gigi is possessed. He's into purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animation is good. It's so good. The
Yeah.
art style is good. Everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue's good. Everything's good.
The romance
the
is
things
good.
they say, the romance, is
Romance.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute.
It's perfect. The pacing of it is just great. I love the personalities and how real they all feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that's the most. I think the thing I like the most about it is how authentic the acting is. It's very real feeling. Like,
Yeah.
these are like actual people.
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
Yeah.
It really helps you stay invested in the story. A story which is very bizarre
Yeah.
and all over the
Yes.
place,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yes.
Like I can't
Seriously,
stress how
100%.
much that I didn't know played a part in my anime.
How long how long do you guys think it's gonna take before Momo and Okaroon profess their love for each other?
Hopefully do it by the end of the season.
Hopefully by the end of this season. Okay.
I don't think it'll happen before that.
That's fair.
I
They're
think
working their way-
It might happen. Like, yeah, I can see it happening at the end of season 2, but then I feel like crazy mess is gonna happen, and so they won't actually like
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
official yet.
We already got old dude in the way. Gotta get him out of the way.
Yeah,
Gotta get him back behind the barrier. Like, yo, stay over there. You're a guest.
You're a guest.
Okaroon versus Evil Eye is gonna be so hype. I agree.
That's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be in that. Well. Looks looks like this season is gonna be absolute cinema.
Yeah.
Even Netflix like that one.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
You're right. That is wild. Well,
They
let me
said,
make sure that they can see that in the
I
thing.
like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. No, they ain't even like. They love that one.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Well, what's the difference in?
Big up Shrek.
It's just a separate
A like instead of
separate thing that you can do for
obviously
it.
love is better than like.
But I think it's like only the creators can like love something or something like
Okay.
that. So like whoever owns the page or whatever.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. JT says it satisfies the gears. Really good anime.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where we're going from here.
I'm mad there's not more.
Hey, there's a manga.
I'm mad there's not more. I can't feel their personality through the. I mean, honestly, I've read some of it, and yeah, it's the same.
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
that chick
It's
is
the same. It's.
crazy
I
looking.
mean, it's the same words like
Mhm.
in the manga.
But it definitely does have more emphasis.
Yeah.
I think both the dub and the sub for this.
Yeah.
There's so much emphasis in
Yeah.
the voice actors. But yeah, y'all let us know.
Bojack's perfect. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Well, y'all let us know how you feel about Dawn to Dawn, the season 2 official trailer in the comment section down below. While you're down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it as well. And subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe.
Sorry, I was just.
We're 98
I
away
was
from
captivated.
1,000.
I literally was just in my thoughts about watching it later. I was thinking about the theme song. Oh my god.
Like
I
Chia
can't
said,
wait.
we are 98 away from our first
1,000.
Yes,
Let's go.
right here in the C2 circle. Get us to 58 today so that y'all can keep Chia from being away.
Why is it coming back to haunt me?
And feel free to check out the link in the description. It's a link to all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There you can become a champion of the ring. Be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live around
7
7
p.m. on
East-
Thursday.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time, around the dot. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Feel free to come out one Thursday. That we can chat it out with you live and in real time. But until that time comes, we'll catch you in the next video with some more Catered Chaos. Peace.
2 fingers.
2 fingers.
I got 2 fingers.
Sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You.
I didn't say anything.
Yikes.
Well,
Now you see me, now you don't. You
Yep.
thought.
Talking about 2 fingers, right?
Uh-huh.
the third installment in the Now You See Me series. I can't believe that they brought this franchise back in 2025. I thought we was done.
Hey, when I saw this trailer, I was really excited. And then
Okay.
I was not excited. And then I got excited again.
I
Oh,
only
okay.
watched the first one.
The first Now You See Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
God, I read it. I was like, I've seen this movie.
Mhm.
I was like, what is it? What is this?
Nice.
I liked the first one. And then I remember the second one coming out, and then I just never watched the second one.
I feel you.
Now there's a third
Yeah,
one.
I don't
It
even.
was good.
Yeah, I don't.
I like
even
the first one more
remember.
than the second one,
Yeah.
but
Got
I
you.
do think that it's still a fun movie.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to rewatch it with y'all so that you can see it for the
Mhm.
first time.
Mhm.
But now we finally have the proper title. Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
This better be the end of the franchise because I don't know there ain't another thing that you can add on to it. This has to bookend it.
Well, they are. Well, you saw the trailer.
I haven't seen the trailer
Oh
yet.
well, I'll let you. I'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay. Well, keep that in mind. Y'all keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead
Keep it in mind.
cue the intro and then we'll get into Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
I literally was gonna say that. I was like, wow, such great timing. Why are you holding out your hand like that, BlacFire? You okay?
I want to try to grab the cup.
The cup?
Or the...
the world? Do they got powers?
Magic.
Yeah, Annie up on it. Okay.
Oh,
They
these are
were-
some new
They were
characters?
pretending.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't actually there.
Oh.
So this is where I was disappointed. I was like, what is happening? I was like, I liked the first one, and I was like, and then I saw these new people. I was like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know about this.
So they're kind of
I don't like-
revamping
I
the
don't
Now
like
You
this.
See Me franchise, I guess. New characters. What in the world?
And then I was like, okay, I'm still here because they're not gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really worried that they weren't gonna have them in here.
I don't know you.
They just got extra people in it.
Yeah, just got extra people, which is why I was like,
And
might not be
Morgan
the-
Freeman
it
back.
might not be the
Ah.
last movie because they got younger people in it. So they might try to do some.
That's what I'm
kinda-
saying. Like they're
Yeah, they might try to
revamping it
do a
because they have
transition,
Yep.
which, I mean, that's not for me. But this movie might be fine because we got the old cast in here still.
Dang, Morgan Freeman is still got it.
Yeah, and they're stopping a robbery again.
Coming soon, so we don't have a date yet.
No, just 2025.
Hmm.
I
Coming
don't know.
soon.
I mean, it
How-
seems exciting enough. Like, I don't know. I mean, franchises, I don't know. Like, I would watch the movie, but I don't know how big it's gonna be. That's just
I'll go to see it because I like the franchise enough, but I
Yeah.
do think that it's I think 2 kind of complicates the story of Now You See Me.
okay.
And going into this one, I can kind of see where 2 left off. I'm like, I don't really know if I need this, but I'm still in it for like the cool sequences.
Got
Yeah,
you.
And the character interactions. So those are always the banter and
Yeah,
dialogue's always
banter
fun in
is
these
really good.
movies. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. JT said he liked the first one.
First one's great.
Mhm.
The second one was for me.
It's a meh movie for sure. I think that it's a better movie than a lot of movies of its caliber. Like if I'm comparing movies that are roughly around how I feel about it, but at the same time, the first one I felt like was very inspired.
Got you.
Like that one, the first one made me believe in magic.
Yeah.
The second one, I feel like
You already knew the tricks.
it just
It's like watching the tricks again when you already know it.
they weren't even as fun as the first one. They were just like I could understand why the other people that didn't know they were being tricked
Yeah.
would fall for it,
Yeah.
but there was no grandioseness to it.
Wasn't a spectacle like the first one.
Yeah, the only one that I can think of off the top of my head that was like, it was either not a spectacle or they only did it because the crew was in trouble, and it's just like they had to do something clever to get out of it, but it really doesn't make sense how they did it.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh yeah, you ran into a mirror, but like, how did you make the sound come from this side of the room instead of this? Well, I know ventriloquism as well because I studied it because I'm a magician. And it's just like,
Huh. Really?
I guess.
So you say.
So you say.
Like there are a lot of, I can't go over the tricks
Yeah.
because they're just like some of them are just objectively dumb.
Okay.
I haven't.
Yeah, like it's really just you have to accept them as at face value, and then in the first one it's more like whoa, y'all pulled that off. That's crazy to me. But the tricks in 2 are way more insane.
Gotcha.
Like there's no buffer for them. It's just like a
Like a Fast and
Elevate.
Furious type situation.
yeah. It's like they went from
racing cars to flying cars.
what's a good one? What's a good one? It's like jumping from Too Fast, Too Furious to Furious 7.
Oh.
I think they're both good movies, but there's a very clear difference in what's happening in 7 than there is in 2.
Yeah.
Like 2, I feel like is a believable kind of action movie. 7, I'm just like, y'all are superheroes,
Yes.
and
At this point,
I can accept it, but don't give me no bullshit about y'all not being more than human.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. JT said interesting. He's up in the air for this one. He'd see it with us though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't be willing to watch it in theaters personally.
I'd go to watch it in theaters because I think the idea of the spectacle is good, but I'd have to see it at a matinee. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like I'm not spending an abundance of this unless there's like, I'll tell you like the vault trick in 2. I think I would appreciate. In fact, and this is coming from someone who hasn't seen any of them in theaters, so just keep in mind I might follow that trend. But that trick, I think, would have been worth it to see in the theaters for that movie. I haven't seen one on that caliber in this though.
I mean, the vault trick, in my opinion, is the only thing that made the movie interesting.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was bored. I shouldn't say I was bored because I actually paid attention.
I feel you.
But they were very close to losing my attention almost the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a fair way to put
He
it.
was
Yeah.
on the edge of his seat.
Yeah,
to leave.
because they
Yes.
they just did things like the very first trick in the movie, which I know that they don't know, but like the China trick.
Oh yeah.
The China trick is just like, I think is the perfect example of that movie because there's really no explanation as to why that worked the way that it did, other than to say so the movie can happen. But the vault trick, I feel like, is more of a reminiscent one of the first one, where it's like, this takes actual skill to do, and while I don't think I would see this in real life, it's enough skill happening to where I'm like, I believe that people could actually do this.
Yeah.
Like, it would be a very hard thing for them to do, but you can convince me that this could happen and play out the way that we're seeing it. That China trick, and it's in the first 10 minutes, so I know that y'all, that China trick, when they explained how it happened, I'm like, bullshit. That's an absolute lie. But you either die a standalone movie or live to become a heist franchise.
Literally.
Yikes.
Finally, they named the movie what we wanted it to be named for the second movie.
Yeah.
I think it's funny they're still trying to pretend that these guys are just magicians when they're 100% literal sorcerers at this
At
point.
this
Yes.
point.
Agreed. Hey, and this, just stop lying to me.
Like y'all doing real hardcore magic.
I really appreciate the fact that you can hear the conversation. For years, I've needed subtitles while watching movies because the audio sucks. Not here. Why is that? People good at their jobs. To answer that question, actually, legitimately, sound design is one of the hardest aspects of filmmaking. Quite literally, if any of y'all are invested in becoming filmmakers and you want a job, learn sound design. Guaranteed. You will be able to find gigs. You will find people that want to hire you, because I guarantee you there's more than enough people in the film industry that don't want to do that mess.
Dang, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And the setups are insane.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to build 5 of them, and I never want to do it again. It's legitimately complicated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. If you work in sound design or you work in sound editing, you will have a job. I guarantee you. And they will pay you well. Cause
And you
My
need
next
surprisingly-
task.
you
Learn
need
the sound.
surprisingly
effect.
really powerful machines to do it well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like it is you will spend money, but you'll make money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a very intimidating aspect of the field because quite literally, think of it this way, right?
Mhm.
Movies transitioned heavily in two fields. One was going from silent film into sound, and then the other one was going from black and white into color.
Yeah.
Quite literally, if either of those two things messed up, your entire film is taking a very huge hit.
Now the color aspects
Mhm.
are a lot of fun.
No,
Yeah.
here
In
we
my
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're easier to deal with because editing wise, you can color grade movies a lot easier than you can design sound well. Yeah, like if
Well,
y'all.
I like the science behind supporting the people who need the color to be right.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people are good at manipulating color, but understanding how to make it work the way it's supposed to is a whole nother game, and that's where I come. And that's a lot of fun.
Nice. Well, y'all let us know how you feel about Griselda. What's good?
Griselda.
Sulindo.
Hello.
Oh, hello!
Haven't-
You're back.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you.
JT said ejectocito because I brought up Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Zelda said, MB, surely do. Now you see me, now you don't. Y'all let us know how you feel about it in the comment section down below. While you're down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it as well. And subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to our first 1,000.
1,000. Oh wait, I'm holding up 7.
No one can
That's
see
cool.
it.
No one
okay.
can see you.
Oh yay!
Right here in the C2 circle, hop in today, become one of our first VIPs, hit the notification bell, that way you can be updated to all the videos and shorts that come out on the channel. And feel free to check out the link in the description. It's a link to all of our socials, including our Discord, the C2 circle. There you can become a champion in the ring and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live around.
98.
Yep.
I might as well just drive it home. I've been messing up all the numbers today, so why not?
7 p.m.
Or in
He's-
other terms, 1900.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time
Just
around the
start
dot.
throwing in
That's
random numbers.
Yeah,
Well, that's not
1900.
random.
Yep.
1900.
That tells you that it's p.m.
19 p.m.
Nope.
No.
19 p.m.
Mm-hmm. And good old 1900 hours EST. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Feel free to come out one Thursday that we can chat it up with you live and in real time. But until that time comes, we'll catch you in the next one with some more Catered Chaos. Peace. That girl.
Yep.
That
Yep.
kick.
Yep.
That kick at the end is crazy. JT put a bunch of skulls
Why
up.
are you putting skulls,
For-
JT?
For you, probably.
Stop. I know you guys love me and my extreme tiredness.
Well, don't get too tired because next up we got Keanu.
I love you, Keanu.
So,
Wick's
100
Pain.
Keanu Reeves as John Wick versus a gorilla? Maybe.
Sure. Sure.
Does
I
the
guess.
gorilla have the dog?
Ooh.
He needs a motivation. He can't just go after a
He
gorilla.
walks into the room and the gorilla has killed his dog.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
The gorilla is holding his dead
We gotta
dog.
set the scene. You can't just.
And then it starts. The gorilla is dead 5 minutes later.
They said I couldn't use any tools,
He's not gonna use any tools.
but I
took
was
you
the
longer.
tool.
I know. It's like he just lays there because
He said, I didn't bring anything to this fight, but I found something to use in this fight.
Oh my gosh, I didn't get to watch this one. Was there any indication of where we're gonna be for this?
Wick is Pain?
Yeah.
It is like just a documentary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
documentary.
documentary, kind of like how they did the Goofy
How
movie
it's made.
documentary.
How we did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is basically what this is.
It's the heartache and the struggle that they went through making that first movie,
Mm.
and that it was like, like they always say, it almost didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Well, I'm excited to see it. Let's go ahead and cue the intro and then see what Keanu got to say about Wick is Pain.
I hope they talk about how many dang soups they made for that movie. Like,
Bitter.
yeah, when I was processing all of the stuff coming in for this movie, it was insane.
Okay, yeah, Keanu.
I'm still mad I did not go to see him live when he was here. His band.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
No.
They played at the Norva.
He was the fight choreographer in The Matrix.
Keanu?
No, the guy, the director of this movie,
Oh.
I think.
The greatest action franchise.
Oh, that's Keanu's stunt double.
He's the fight choreographer.
Keanu's so humble.
Yes.
He's a very nice man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's also the voice of Shadow now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gosh.
Dang. And it's crazy to think that now we're about to go into what, Ballerina, the spinoff.
Yeah.
Didn't they
wasn't there a
do
series?
Hotel Continental
Yeah.
and stuff too? So 2 spinoffs.
In Hollywood, you never kill a dog.
JT said use that chaos control.
Heck yeah. Ooh.
Mm.
Johnny Silverhand. I hear him.
Yeah. Hey, goodbye. Ain't want to hold you.
Yes, sir.
What a national treasure. Goodness.
He
Oh,
said,
wow.
yeah. He said,
can't
yeah.
watch it.
When Keanu Reeves looks like he's in pain on screen, he probably is in pain. For real.
He said, I'm working.
Now I said to loop it, but y'all can talk.
I think it's cool that we kind of get to see. I mean,
The pain.
like just in
Struggle.
general, like I mean, the only other
Behind the
reference I have to
scenes.
go off of that's recent is like the Goofy movie documentary. But I like that we get to see that behind the scene kind of action and like get into the minds of like these people of like, yeah, we didn't think this was gonna work out. Yeah, this is how much money we put into this and all the creative juices that they had, and they just put it into paper, and they built the team, and they just everything that they did to get to where they are. I feel like that's just really inspiring.
Yep.
You know, like dang, like sometimes you have to take that risk because you can become one of the greatest franchises ever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you gotta recognize that you might fail at it, but you still do it. Just
I'm interested in seeing. This is kind of off topic, but I'm interested in seeing a documentary of stories of movies that almost came out, that went through the struggle but didn't make it.
But didn't
Yeah.
actually make
Yeah.
it. That would be cool.
Hey, I'll tell you
How
this.
close they
I'll
got.
tell
Yeah,
you this.
yeah.
There's a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
more. I would like to see,
First one that comes to mind,
something like that.
Powerpuff Girls.
You want to get
Well, that was a show. That was a show, and it deserved to not be on.
Dang, gosh.
Wait, we don't like Powerpuff Girls?
No, the live action one.
Oh, the live action
Live
one. Oh.
action.
I was like, whoa, that one did it die?
No, it never came out. The live
The
action.
live action one.
Yeah, the trailer we watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched the trailer for a failed one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
because it was a leaked.
It was a
It was a
leaked
leaked
trailer,
trailer.
for what they
Yeah.
were going to
Okay,
make. Yeah.
okay.
Like I still don't
Whew.
understand why they did that.
I don't understand why they did it the way that they were trying to do it. It just don't make sense for the nature of trying to sell the story.
This is going. Where can we watch this? This is in theaters.
It says on digital.
Yeah,
Oh,
it said
okay.
on digital
But we
May
won't
9th.
be able to watch it.
That's
We'll be
crazy.
too busy watching Star
You,
Wars.
BlacFire, won't be able to watch it.
Because your commitment to the Force
You
is too
have a
strong.
commitment to the Force.
Yes.
I mean, the only Star Wars I'm watching is May 4th. So
Okay.
we'll
Are
see
you
what.
just watching it
we'll
throughout the day?
No, we'll see what I do. It's probably gonna be something Star Wars related.
He's
Mhm.
gonna forget to go to the wedding. That's what he's gonna do. Because he's so busy, it just puts on
Yeah.
Star Wars.
So that's
That's
more
crazy.
likely for me to do that.
Thought I was having a stroke for a second when I got the notification of this, thinking a new John Wick movie was coming out already, and then they shadow dropped it. Keanu immediately pointing out that he wasn't involved in deciding that shot is a great example of his humility.
Yep.
Hey, y'all said that.
Mm-hmm. Cause it's true.
It's
Mhm.
very true.
Keanu, you really got me to start dressing better in my daily and taught me you can do great things and still truly be humble and kind.
Aww.
That's so sweet. Rye guy, BQ7,
F
V.
E.
B.
So happy that David Leitch is getting his flowers in this one. Unfortunate circumstances led to him not being credited as co-director on the original film. But without it, he wouldn't have made Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, Bullet Train,
Wow.
or Fall Guy.
Dang.
He's just as influential as Stilinski. Yep. And it's awesome that he gets the recognition.
That's so cool. Like, see, just like one thing that you just kept going for. And it's just like, look at the fruit of your labor.
Yeah, but it's hard to know. Like that's the tricky part is you'll never know until it's done.
Mm.
Because passion doesn't do it, finances don't do it. It's like coming together and actually making something, one, that you're proud of, but two, and this is like, because I had a talk with one of my fellow filmmakers yesterday who only wants to make stuff that like he's really proud of, and I'm just like, that's cool, but personally you're also a liar. Because if you're making stuff for consumption, then you're making it so that other people can enjoy it, whether you admit that or not.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to the point where you can actively be like, okay, yes, I want to get something from this, but I also want to be proud of it, and you work hand in hand to make those two things work together, then you can get something that's like amazing. And I think that's part of why Keanu is so endearing, because he actually cares about how fans think. Not necessarily that they're right all the time,
Mhm.
but he cares about how they feel about the things that he's in, and he cares about pushing himself to be a better actor. So it just all around makes him such like a cooler actor to work with, and it seems like more people on the set also had that same vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's wow.
I love you, artists, but some of y'all got to be more honest. You'll get more places if you're more honest about it, because then you can just be like, okay, I need to not do this for business reasons, but I need to try and do this because I believe in it. When you get there, when you're honest, a whole new world, a whole new world.
You guys really got him out here busting out into song right now.
One of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had was working at one of the like big Playboy parties.
Okay, that's not where I thought this was gonna go.
Facts.
I'm listening.
Beautiful.
But like,
Christoph's like, I'm dialed in.
Have to stay on brand.
I helped like the crew build the party, right?
Okay.
So going from like an empty like meadow is what I'm gonna call it. It was a huge backyard, and then having stages and sound systems and lights and wiring and all happened within like 12 hours.
Oh
Jeez.
wow.
And people coming together to make something amazing it's something that everybody should experience, I think.
Yeah.
And a movie is a great example of that. A good movie is a great example.
JT said, "Wow, BlacFire."
What?
I think
He's
I think-
just still stuck
he was
on
still
the
there from the
Playboy
first
part.
one. Yeah.
He's stuck on the Playboy part.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not important.
Yes.
That was not the important detail.
But no.
That's what was happening.
Yeah,
Mhm,
just happened to be there.
But how do y'all feel about movies almost not making it?
I think it's heartbreaking in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I said. Like I feel like it's just inspiring when it actually is like all that hard work,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that pain and suffering you put into it, and it's like, yo, like I don't like. I don't know. I don't have the right words to describe how I'm feeling. I guess it's like a sense of happiness for these people.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, yes, your dreams, like
Yeah.
you did it.
And
So,
then-
like you
and-
almost lost
Right,
everything.
you get reaffirmed, and then you go out and do it again.
Mm-hmm.
You almost fail again.
Yeah.
Like so, I say heartbreaking just for the people that don't make it,
Yeah.
actually follow
Yeah.
through and don't make it. But
Yeah.
for the ones that do, it is reaffirming, and they go out and do it again
Mhm.
because it's that dopamine,
Yeah.
that rewarding factor, that sense of success that you get when you complete the thing that you've been working so hard on. And it turns out that a lot of people like it. So, and that's just, icing on the cake.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a good example of this, like, workingly, is the Supernatural franchise. And the fact that it's not really a franchise, despite them trying to make it one,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 times. With like 4 or 5 episodes that were like backdoor pilots for other shows that they tried to get out there but just didn't work. It like really sets into perspective how Supernatural itself, if the people didn't love it, that show would have gone under.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
But because there was a lot of support going into it, they kept it going for 13 seasons, even though they tried season after season to have some type of spinoff to
Yeah.
continue the world of the story. But it's just like, yeah, no, that just ain't it.
Yeah.
Like, because I could only imagine being a character you brought into a long running show, because that's almost like a lob. You can't get any better than that. This show's been on for 12 years, and now I'm going to be the main character of the spinoff show. Your series got canceled. Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
You just weren't enough. Like, I don't know how that conversation goes.
Yeah. Like maybe it's just like, yeah, not a lot of people are drawn to just a singular character. They're drawn to the package deal or
Mhm.
something like that. I don't know.
Some
Like,
people are hooked to the experience of like seeing something that almost died survive.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sonic. I would say the first one, after they changed the
look
design
of
of
him.
Sonic, like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
garnered so much support because it showed the studio was trying.
Yeah.
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 Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
God.
They said, that's not my Sonic, I'm not going to see it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if you don't fix it, like,
it was gonna flop. It was gonna
like-
it was gonna become a meme, and it was gonna
like
flop.
I mean, you
A
don't,
meme in a bad
you just
way.
don't hear studios doing that,
Mhm.
Change it.
and like because video game studios do the same thing. They put out, this is our game, and they put out the trailer and the gameplay, and people are like, oh man, it looks like crap, I hate it. And the game company goes, oh, well, then don't buy it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. it's baffling. And then when they don't buy it, they say, okay, fine, I won't buy it. And then the studio doesn't make any money, and they get shut down, and everybody cries. I mean, so imagine if Sonic said that and said, "Oh no, it'll be fine. Sonic will do just fine. It's Sonic. They'll go see it. They're not gonna not go see it because, it doesn't matter how the character looks." Imagine if they said that, and then the movie wouldn't have made any money
Yeah.
at all. It would have been just, and then no one would have ever touched Sonic ever again. because they wouldn't have learned. They would have said, "Oh, it's crazy how that little bit of listening to your fan base and that little bit of goodwill and
That's
how it could take
create a
a
good,
long time.
a
Take
good
a long
relationship. Like what? Forgot. Like I don't know what the marketing term. It was in my head and then it left. But like you're developing a relationship with your customer base, with the people that want to see you succeed, and so seeing you put in that effort to building your brand and listening to feedback. I mean, that's the whole point of like A/B testing. You put them out to see which one does better, and then you go with the one that does better. Like
I mean, honestly, you run the numbers. What are the risk versus reward on this situation? Like, do we fix it? Do we spend the money to fix it, or do we lose everything we put into this movie? Like, come on. And now they got a franchise and a series and stuff out of it for just because you listen to this little detail like that. It meant more than you thought it did at the beginning.
Yeah. That's true. JT said he would have tore up the streets if they didn't fix Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, they would have cut their own leg off for that. They didn't fix that thing.
Y'all let us know how you feel about the official trailer for Wicked's Pain in the comment section down below, and let us know what's another movie that didn't make it, because that's what Christoph wanted to know.
Yeah.
One off the top of my head, Batgirl. They were making a Batgirl movie in the Snyderverse, and I will remember that one forever because the movie was done.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, I remember now. She was black, right? The black actress was black.
I don't know. She was that Batwoman. They had a show.
That was a show.
Batwoman,
okay, that's where.
And then they had Batgirl. That was gonna be coming out as a movie.
Okay.
But they did shuffle back. I don't know what was going on with Batwoman because they had 3 Batwomen in that show. I think each season had a different person.
Yeah.
Which was crazy to me. For a 3-season show, to lose your main actress each season is...
Like, what were you guys doing?
Yeah, I don't know what y'all...
Keep going.
She's Latina.
Keep going.
She's the Latina
Stargate
that was supposed to be Batgirl.
Revolution.
Okay.
Is my answer.
You said which one?
Stargate Revolution.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Best sci-fi franchise ever.
But y'all let us know in the comment section, and while you're down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it as well, and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to our first 1,000. Right here in the C2 Circle. Hop in today, become one of our first VIPs, and feel free to check out the link in the description. It'll be a link to all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There you can become a champion of the ring and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live around
7 p.m. Thursday.
Eastern Standard Time around the dot. Also, feel free to come out and check us out on Thursday. That we can chat it out with you live and in real time. But until that time comes, we'll catch you in the next video with some more Catered Chaos. Peace.
Deuces.
Peace. Beh. Peace and love. Should
Nothing to
watch
fear. The
next
street
one?
is here.
Dang, I'm sorry.
You good?
I totally just ruined
Nah,
your
you
whole
good.
entire thing.
Nah.
Go ahead, say it again.
Nah, you
No,
the queen around.
It was said.
Nah, you the queen around here.
Say it with your chest.
Nah,
I was thinking because I was.
Don't be
looking-
scared.
I looked. Who's being scared?
I'm trying to set up a segue.
I'll make it quick if you want to do it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Next up, we got Fear Street Prom Queen. Fear Street has been coming out on Netflix. It's been one of a good revitalization of the horror franchise and probably one of the best things coming out on Netflix.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Fear Street?
Nope.
Nope.
I thought you said that you. Oh, you were talking about Now You See Me.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, You don't gotta worry because it's not gonna be a continuation. It's probably just like a separate side story thing. But Netflix has been doing some pretty good stuff with Fear Street.
I liked it. I watched it on Halloween. I think both movies. I was like, ooh, gotta get in my spooky season vibes.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed them. I liked how the story is intermingling with one another, but like it's their own separate. What is it?
It's like a shared horror universe.
Mm-hmm.
That like the other two are kind of separate, but it's just like they're
they're just like in the same like years later.
Yeah. So we're about to see Prom Queen coming up next, the official trailer. Krista, cue that intro and then we'll get right in.
Slasher movies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably why.
I like slasher.
I like something that scares me. Slashers are...
Well, this scared me. You know what? Let me stop because what scares me don't be scaring a lot of people.
I like ghosts and spooky things. What the fuck?
The hell?
It's fake.
Oh, freak.
Maybe not. She was not kidding. Okay, she is kidding.
That's Nate. I'm not.
Oh, we got this girl
In
again.
the world is happening.
She really getting her coin.
That's the gym teacher. I love this song.
This is your time to shine. This is the new shady side. The promise of a bright future. This is your chance to fulfill that promise.
I'm trying to win prom queen, but I am never gonna find a prom dress. You're so gonna win prom queen. You better believe I am.
If you don't get killed first.
Facts.
That's a good question.
If you make a fool of me, this will be the end of you.
It's shady side.
Things go wrong in shady side.
Wait, we did see this.
Uh-huh.
Run, girl, run. R.L. Stein.
I just saw
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be prom queen.
I know how it sounds.
Megan.
People disappear.
It's the robot.
Wowzers.
Dang, she's so angry.
Yeah, he'll hide the blood.
The bitch that did this.
Dang.
It's the principal.
So I said I never heard of this or seen it,
You did watch with me.
but I did
You watched
watch it.
one, and then I watched the other one on Halloween.
That shows how much I enjoyed it.
Erased it from his memory. Blocked it out. Repressed.
Did y'all ever see the third one?
What?
Wait,
This is apparently the fourth one.
I don't know. I
what's
don't
the
know.
third one?
I know nothing of
Uh,
this. Fear
So the
Street.
first one is 94, the second one is 78, and then the third one is 66.
Hold on. I think probably.
So
But not even the third one is 1666, not even 19. And then this one.
Oh,
I
I did watch that one.
think is, okay.
That one was crazy.
Mhm.
Cause it's all like, I mean, like with the years going by. Hold on, my brain is forming the thoughts.
No, I feel you.
Like you don't have like
Because this one's 88.
the social medias. You don't have the phones. You
Uh-huh.
the
Mhm.
anticipation of horror
Yeah.
is coming.
Yeah.
The tension.
Yeah, the tension.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 1666 is pretty crazy for me.
I'd probably watch that one.
And it was pretty cool because they had some of the actresses in the second one in that third
In
one.
the third one,
Yeah. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I know some of the actors were in there.
No,
I just
I'm pretty
feel-
sure you're right.
Yeah.
Because I think they're doing it just as the series.
Oh, because Fear Street. Sorry, I'm looking it up. Fear Street 1994 was part 2.
Okay.
to wait, you know what? Never mind. It's the second half. It was together. They were together.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was
Y'all know
part
what
one,
I'm
part
94,
two.
yeah, 94 and 78 are part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
The end.
Okay.
Mm.
Star Wars situation.
Yeah. Which
Bringing
one do we watch
everything
first?
back to Star Wars.
Mm.
I'm hungry.
So, but yeah, Christoph is your first introduction. So yeah, it is from R.L. Stein. It's based off of another series that he did.
Mhm.
Hmm. How you feel knowing?
I'd watch more. I like when you guys started talking more about it. It sounds more interesting now that there's a year time period associated with these movies. So
Yeah.
I like that.
JT said that you might like the second one.
I don't know what that means.
I think it's the camp one.
That was the one that referenced in here. Because I saw it
Yeah,
on the,
well,
on the
they're
billboard.
all in Shady Side.
Right,
is the
but-
place. But yes.
But they said
Mhm.
it said camp something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On that billboard, the
Yeah.
billboard thing.
Yeah, that was the 70.
78.
Yeah, yeah.
That one was yeah.
So this one is 10 years after that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Something bad always happens in Shady Side.
It sure does. At this point, this is one of those pack up and leave
Cursed.
times.
Yeah, exactly.
Your town is cursed.
Mm-hmm.
It breeds serial killers and other things. Because
Yeah.
are they all the same? Are they all like the guy? Some guys going around killing people with an axe.
No.
Okay.
Because I think was it the first one they had more than one?
Yeah, the first one felt like a more of a.
But it's not like a ghost face situation where it's just a guy in the same outfit.
No,
going around
No.
killing people.
No.
It's just
I would say only the first one is like reminiscent of Scream to me.
Not this one.
Yeah, not this one. This one, I feel like
I mean,
I can.
Scream with a red hood on.
It's got this. This feels more like I Know What You Did Last Summer,
I know what you did last summer.
which is also coming back, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Mm-hmm. They're about to have a 2025 I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is crazy to me.
It's gonna be It's gonna be a lot of remember berries in it. I'm not into it.
Yeah, I feel like that's where I throw. Although JT did the reaction to it, but weapons, boy, I tell you, if there were trailers that just knocked my socks off, then y'all over on that team, y'all doing something. I'll put it that way.
I gotta see it.
Hmm.
Trailer. I don't watch trailers, but I'd see that one.
No,
I'd see that.
legitimately, these are the type of trailers that I think you would love because they don't tell you anything other than just a base premise. That first teaser that JT did, boy, that thing is 12 seconds.
What?
I was like, what is happening? Mm-hmm.
She went way too far with that.
She looked crazy.
She
Yeah,
went
no,
too. She went too far. For
Yeah,
that.
no, she OD. But y'all let us know if you're excited for the 4th Fear Street in the comment section down below. While you're down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with someone that you think might enjoy it as well, and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to our first
1,000.
right here in the C2 Circle. Hop in today, become one of our first VIPs, and feel free to check out the link in the description. It's a link to all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There you can become a champion of the ring and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live around
7
p.m. on Thursday. It's thirsty.
Eastern Standard Time around the dot. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Feel free to come check us out one Thursday that we can chat it out with you live and in real time. But until that time comes, we'll catch you in the next one with some more Catered Chaos. If you're listening on Spotify, this is where it ends today. But feel free to check out all the videos on YouTube. You'll get to see some extra stuff that you don't see or hear about because y'all are the listening crowd. On the podcast. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Bah. Bah.
Get out of my head.
You were admired.
I know. I was also saying. I was also still in your head when I said that.
That episode. I mean, episode. It's like the game. Neo is inside of Neo's head.
Yeah.
Oh,
right
where's my food? I
Your
said,
food
what am I
is
gonna eat?
There's little popcorn kernels over there.
I had snacks in the car. I was supposed to bring it inside. And now it's outside, and now I'm hungry.
You ain't got no snacks.
So now I gotta wait.
You can have an orange.
Nope.
Just one orange.
Nope.
You can get the.
Could I have an orange?
Yeah,
Do
you
you want a single cherry tomato?
There is none.
There's no more?
There's no more.
Oh.
Also, is there spinach?
Spindrift? Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want something to drink. I don't really care what it is.
You're good.
Can I have one of those too?
Nah.
Okay.
JT said, Christoph, you gotta eat, bro. Anyway, we're back on Windbreaker. We're about to do a double thing because
Double feature?
Yeah, you don't have to be doing the whole thing, but we're gonna blow through these two instead of doing one and one because we're behind since we didn't do any last week. Oh, thanks.
You want grapefruit or strawberry? Okay.
Thanks.
Did you want one?
I feel like you gave it to me
No.
because
Oh, sorry. That was really close.
Appreciate
But
you.
you see how you break
it's
wind?
I'm weak. Last time we packed up Keel, we're about to see more stuff. I'm not even gonna do anything. This is not a market substitute. Support the official release. We are watching on.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, sync up with your own copy.
Not
if
a
you're watching
sponsor.
With us live. Yeah.
Yeah, not a sponsor. We gotta start saying that.
Not
Very
a
soon.
sponsor.
Yep. But thank you guys so much. We're about to get into it. This is episode 17 and 18, Senpai's Teachings and a Place I Belong.
Senpai. Sorry.
I haven't had this flavor in a long time.
You're still good.
Right.
I had a grapefruit the other day though, and I was like, ooh.
Wait, that is grapefruit.
I know, but I had a real one.
Oh, that's so
Grapefruit is
good.
It tastes like a real.
You ever have grapefruit juice? That
Yes.
shit is so good.
This?
That's water.
This is grapefruit juice. I don't care what you say.
That's like if it
Watered
got,
down grapefruit juice, like it's
You
just.
know how you make those? You can make those with some mason jars. Really easy.
Have you read the ingredients? It's like 3.
water.
No, water, sugar, and then whatever fruit you want, and then you seal it in the
Sugar. You don't
That
need.
sandwich looks
You don't need
so
sugar.
good. I want a
Yeah.
sandwich.
There's no added sugar in this.
Okay, but I'm saying how you can make it.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
And it tastes amazing.
I agree.
Trey, why does it
Christoph
feel like
saying-
you don't like it?
No, I'm good. I'm just waiting because Christoph trying. Nah, I'm not getting no sugar in this. I just want my flavored water.
This is so good.
Sakura-san.
I remember there was a time I didn't like grapefruit.
How's it look and sound on your end, JT? I see you watching on Twitch now.
I want to learn Japanese.
I knew a girl in high school that taught herself Japanese watching anime, and now lives in Japan.
That is so amazing.
It is. Whoa! A skip
that.
intro button.
I told you it is a thing.
The
Why is it
desktop
blue?
audio, I think, needs to go all the way down because I think it's going through there.
It is all the way down.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, but you know what I can do?
So then
I can
let's-
turn it down up here.
I did just turn it down.
Oh yeah.
What?
Let's see it.
What did he say?
What did he say?
What are they selling?
Let me know if that helped at all.
If that didn't help, I don't know.
Well,
what we're
I meant for him
That's
because
what I mean.
if that did help for him, then we can turn it up a little bit
Ah,
on the
okay.
thing.
I see.
Did it help?
So you can turn it back up on the thing because that should be the master for where you would hear it in the background, even if it was coming through here.
So this is where
I was
Sakura's
gonna
been
say.
living. Rusty spoons.
Should have bloody napkins everywhere.
GT says silent now. Good.
sick?
I think so. I guess he has a cold.
What is that?
Dying. That's him dying.
Yeah, he just told him to be quiet. He just starts screaming.
Ooh, dying. It's
Oh, what
not
you
that,
sick
a
with?
cold is not that serious.
He's got the flu. They
Nah,
got-
he got a super bug.
Yeah, he's
Good
got
Lord.
COVID.
Oh, not the nose runny.
Heck no. I'll tell you this. If I come over because y'all say you sick and you start stumbling, I'm just like, sick with what?
Exactly.
You done lost your mind. Let me walk up in this building.
Facts.
About to kill me off.
That's I mean, they
Oh,
are
here we
all
go again.
super
Oh my gosh.
So it must
Woe
be a
is
super-
me.
it has
Don't
to be
help
super
me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deserve your help. Oh my God, you're being so kind. I can't believe this.
tough. Hey, it's
You
a hard
are
thing-
my friends.
It's a hard thing.
You
for
are my
people to
friend.
accept when they're not used to it.
Yeah, but we have to learn this every week.
Rude.
Hey.
So rude.
That is my complaint.
We gotta learn
Like, as
every-
if it's a sensible lesson for him, fine.
Yes.
But like,
It's
Bruh.
the same concept every
Mhm.
time. It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, there are different pathways you can go down, sure,
Mhm.
of getting to know someone as your friend and different things that you can rely on somebody for. Sure.
you know what this feels like? This feels like a discrepancy between manga to anime, where in the manga, because it's panels, you probably don't think that this is taking so long because you're just reading it for the action or the story, I guess. They're playing it out as it happens. But for episodes set to 20 minutes, it's like you can feel how drawn out it is.
Got you.
One Piece has a similar thing where people are just like, wow, like the decisions that they're making, I don't think they would make anything wrong, like, or they're saying too much. And then you realize that like the first part of One Piece is like 2 months for them. And then it's just like,
Oh, the time frame.
y'all saying you love each other real quick.
Yeah. I never realized it was that short a time.
It's like yeah.
That's crazy.
Their time skip was 2 years. They spent more time away from each other than most of them spent together.
Dang.
That's wild.
Yeah. So when it puts into context that it's just like, oh yeah, they're willing to die for this person, then it's just like, I don't know. I kind of just met this nigga on a boat.
He's literally talking about your point right now, BlacFire.
Wait, huh?
I said he's talking about your point.
Oh yeah, the super bug thing.
No.
No.
like,
Which point?
The
point-
kindness.
The
thing.
kindness.
Oh yeah.
He's using.
My point?
No, you
No,
made the
no.
point like.
No, his
The opposite is
the
opposite.
his of
opposite.
him not being used to it.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Homedude's all like, so like if you were lost, what would you have with you? Which was I answered it in my head and I was like, oh, that's a stupid thing to take because you said a smart one. Because I was gonna say compass, and then Homedude said, I'll
Smartphone.
take my smartphone.
Huh?
And then he said, what if like you were lost and you didn't know anything about smartphone, and then somebody just gave you a smartphone? You wouldn't know what to do with it. So then he was comparing it to
to
Saka's.
kindness and to,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's like, he doesn't know what
Look,
to do
like I
with
said,
it.
there are different streets you can go down
Mm.
and to learn a specific thing you can gain from being friends with someone.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean like you still have to put it into practice. and
Right.
That's the whole thing. You didn't
Yeah.
get good at ultimate overnight.
Right.
Fair. Yeah, I think that's
The lack of putting it into practice is what this anime is missing. He doesn't seem to be practicing his trust in his friends.
He's
in like
probably
a
still-
tangible way. I would
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and it could be
'Cause
due
it-
to his trauma. Like
Yeah.
if this is his first time like being shown kindness,
Yeah.
and I guess he's probably roughly 15, so maybe from when he was young to the age of 15, So he's unlearning things too.
Yeah. It's still annoying.
Yeah, but I would say
Because it feels like the same lesson. Because he hasn't. Because this is a bit different. I
Yeah.
think this is a little bit different than
what we've had.
what
before.
I've
Yeah.
just been complaining about.
Yeah.
Because it's specifically like you're actually sick, and you have to actually rely on somebody else for And there's a feeling of helplessness
Yeah.
when you're sick and vulnerability that you don't have when you're just out there in the field fighting somebody. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
and somebody else is like coming by and actually giving you medicine and making food for you. That feels really good.
Yeah. And it's in a way that like you genuinely just can't deal with
Yeah.
unless you have those types of support.
See, I have to disagree with you. Having, when you're sick, having somebody take care of you, for me, is one of the scariest things I've ever experienced.
I'm sorry. I'll do
'Cause-
better next
No,
time.
no, no,
Because
no,
you
no.
relinquish-
It's not because you did anything
It's because you
wrong.
relinquishing control over the situation.
Yeah, it's because it was an experience I've never had before. It still gives me chills just thinking about it. It's weird.
Eat your soup. That soup do look good though. I am hungry.
All of her food looks good.
Yeah, she be throwing down.
Everything she makes.
She really throws down. Dad, why you biting the spoon like that?
Because she's right.
Don't tell me about myself, woman.
Because it's one thing to ask for help. It's another thing to accept help without asking.
Absolutely.
And I get the not asking for help thing.
See,
And I can also get the not kind of accepting the help. But once you accepted it, like, don't come back around next week and act like it didn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, and to the point of discussing him in general accepting help, I feel like the direction of this show probably should have changed a little bit from its source material to give us more insight on who he is.
Yeah.
Because oddly enough, we know the least about Sakura so far. So it's just like his behavior is bizarre
I mean,
in general.
I would say yes, we know the least, but I feel like they gave us enough to go off of in the first episode, but they really didn't go into detail about the specific things that happened to him. But
Yeah.
just sort of overview, I kind of had a picture in my head of like, abuse and trauma potentially.
Yeah, but it's helpful for situations like this when you know.
When it's anime, they normally go all in, and they haven't really gone all in on his past, I guess.
Or at least even just to make it tangible. Like if they go through this and they're just like, I don't like this because there was a time where I trusted somebody and they threw me to the wolves.
Right,
And that's when
yeah.
I started learning how to fight.
Yeah, they need some of that in every episode. At least they could spoon feed it to us.
I feel like they've been doing that poorly.
Yes,
Yeah, I agree.
I
agree.
Yeah,
Because most of it just comes down to people don't like him because he looks funny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we can only pull this so long.
Yep.
that guy has two colored hair. His eyes are two different colors. Weird.
He's so embarrassed.
getting to the learning part.
JT said Sakura needs to listen to the Pokemon Jukebox Best Friend song.
What in the world?
Trust. Look at that. I'm gonna get someone to help you.
What in the world?
Yo, imagine. It would basically prove his point. Or
Taito said this good coffee, Sam.
Your laugh comes through so prominently. It was nice.
I basically have the mic right in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Glance.
Him asking for
glance.
help is like a, it's showing weakness.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like black to you. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just because you ask for help doesn't mean you're weak.
Read him like a book.
Because he ain't deep.
Facts.
Like, it feels deep to him because it's trauma. But his issues really aren't that deep. In the case of, like, understanding what they are. They're deep-rooted only because it's happened to him for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna clip this and be like, yeah, look at him just diminishing other people's traumas.
Yeah, I don't think it's like that.
It's not what I heard.
No, that's not what I said.
I know.
But I guarantee
They're
there's
gonna
somebody
take it out
that's
of
just be like,
context.
yeah, it's not that deep.
All right, well, you can call it green tea all you want.
Still coffee.
It's
on
still
the
coffee on the
inside.
inside.
Well said.
And that's how I feel about a lot of things.
Crazy enough, that is how a lot of things go. Dang.
You're the cat.
Why are we up here?
Why are we up here?
Is that shoe on the wrong foot? That curve was like the inside of a foot curve on the lines.
A woman standing in the dress.
There you go.
Man, I'm gonna have to learn this character's name because he out here being my MVP. He said he's dropping wisdom, man. I'm going to say this. They should have gotten to this point by the end of season 1. This should have been the cliffhanger.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we want. This is literally what we've been talking about the last
Mm-hmm.
few, like 2-3 episodes.
Yeah, yeah. I get why they directed the season the way that they did, but they should have sped run to this point and been let that be season 1. This feels so much more cathartic.
Yeah.
He said, "At least we got one guy."
Kaji.
Kaji. Yes, you did.
This lollipop. Dang, and his face gonna come back.
So he must be Elastic Man.
He's like, what have I done?
He ran away.
I was about to say this really the reason why this scene works so well is because Kaji is a lot like, and you want to know why it works because we saw that he was a lot like Sakura,
Yeah.
just way further.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we had some backstory no jutsu.
Backstory no jutsu.
If Sakura had about 2 swing sets,
Then it would have been
we'd be
beautiful.
locked.
Not the 2 swings then.
Yep. Imagine.
Now we can't go backwards from here.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my goodness.
I agree. I agree. He's got to try.
Yes.
He's got to try.
Yes.
He doesn't have to figure it out, but he has to try
Yes.
going
Yeah.
forward.
Yes.
All I need is that.
He went out of his way to ask for help. He went out of his way to ask for help in this episode.
Yeah. I never had any friends. It wasn't until I looked up that my eyes were open.
I love me some sadness and sorrow.
I tell you this, the episodes are blowing by a lot faster in this season than they did
And
the
the
first.
first one, that's crazy.
I'm already over here like, dang, credits. They are.
Yep.
They
that
are.
last episode
zooming.
was quick that we watched too. It felt
Mhm.
really fast.
Yep.
Are you sure they're 23 minutes?
Yeah. Look at it. It's on 23:55.
We just missed the. I mean, we didn't watch the
22,
opening.
We're at like 22. Yeah.
2240.
Mhm. They are. Skip. I don't need to see none of that. Go to the next one. Hey, I'm playing with y'all.
What am I gonna eat
Go to Del Taco.
at this hour?
Great. Yeah, they're open till 12.
What the heck? I can't get there and back home. I'm too late.
What do you mean? You
How
go vroom,
come
vroom,
y'all pick and choose?
And you go vroom
Be
vroom.
home by like 11.
You got work?
Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't work
I
on
gotta work
Friday.
every day.
You ain't worked 2 weeks ago on a Friday.
It was a holiday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Good Friday.
All right, he got rope, but then
Oh,
he's
he's
walking on
walking
a
it.
tightrope.
It's a metaphor.
Why were you off on?
Good Friday?
Yeah.
Because some people have the
Because
luxury
the
of being
Lord.
off on a Good Friday.
Was it actually a company holiday, or did you take the day off?
A holiday.
Damn.
My last job used to have that as a company holiday. A lot of company holidays. They even added Juneteenth for me.
Interesting.
That's so nice.
And then
Still the
And
comment
then there's a
section,
hand.
that guy said.
there's a hand that grabs him when he's about to fall.
No, this was before.
Would y'all ever go tightrope? Tightrope
No.
walking?
No.
No,
I
do
have-
not have
no.
the.
What?
I would be more willing to like. I
Well,
don't know
if
what
you-
you call it, monkey bar across a tightrope, before I'd be willing to try to walk it.
Honestly, I will say that I have, because of the adventure park. The adventure park, when you're on the thing,
No, don't go back.
they have like, I mean, things for you to like hold on to if you want to, but you're literally walking across the front.
You mean like the ropes course and stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say that I have. Will I ever do it again? No, because that was a terrifying experience. But ziplining was pretty cool. Also
You want to
terrifying.
jump out of an airplane with me?
You're doing too much. I don't like airplanes in the first place. Why would I want to jump out of one?
Because it's actually kind of boring.
Alright.
For you.
Goodness gracious. This boy got his
I'm
protein.
Sauce. You gotta get some of that protein.
Hi ho, everybody.
I feel better now, everyone. But don't punch him now.
I was just about to say he needs to punch somebody.
Is that even possible?
JT said next week, do y'all want to have tacos for the next stream? We should get tacos.
Tacos do sound good. I had some taquitos earlier today.
Hey,
Taquitos.
Yes, in fact.
he's frozen in fear.
The purple box.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
I know, like literally, it went down.
He's like,
What are you saying?
Sucker, John.
say it with your chest.
Glaze me with your full voice.
Not the glaze.
What is he saying?
Bro, just say thank you. Aww. Oh, I want to give him a hug so bad. Oh.
Big steps. Yeah. That's what we like to see. God damn.
Are you standing?
That's
in
not the
way?
big step I was talking about.
It's your fault for standing there.
Yep, I saw that coming.
They're just beating him up.
I'm offended.
Dang. Hamada just went over there to go to sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he already apologize once?
Mm-hmm.
Twice? Thrice?
Thrice?
This is the third time. Because he apologized during the fight. He apologized at that point when
On
they
the
were
way
walking
home,
away,
yeah.
and then now he's apologizing again.
How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Literally.
I love
You
SpongeBob.
thought you were gonna fall into like rocks, but you landed in a garden.
This would still kill you, but I like I like the scenery.
He's finding Neverland.
Look at his friends.
Look at that.
Oh, that's creepy.
Suo being in the front and not Nire is crazy. That is diabolical work on Nire's part.
He's like, I'm gonna just take a step back.
I'll be 100%. I love Suo. Like him way more of a character. But Nire should be the number one person in the front.
Yeah.
You ain't even meet Suo until after you came to the school.
Oh, his life is coming into full color. Oh, so cutesy.
Yeah, these 2 episodes should have been the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, they put fighting over character development.
Yeah, I just don't feel like the fights needed to be as long as they were.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So that we could have spent more time getting to this point.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, that into that first season, those fights, that was a lot.
mhm.
They were cool.
Yeah,
They were cool.
it was a lot.
Mhm.
A lot of fights.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that last one was like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Isn't that what?
Home chick makes.
Yeah.
I'm hungry too.
I haven't seen it for a minute.
Yeah, something wrong. He don't think of me first and foremost. Nigga, I've been there since episode 2. When'd you show up?
Yeah. He's distracted. Why does it feel like he's about to betray him?
True.
He go ruin all his progress.
Fucking Judas.
JT said omelet rice.
The fact that it's not a restaurant, and I thought that it was at least a cafe.
What is this place if not a restaurant?
Well, she just said it's not a restaurant. I guess it's just a spot for tea. I don't know.
Dude, she's only ever served him food here.
It looks like a restaurant to me.
Or did I just not read it right?
You might not. I don't know.
No, that is what she said.
Okay.
She said that it's not a restaurant, but I'm with Christoph. I ain't seen a single episode of us being here where they did not give somebody food.
She asked him, "What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Are you hungry?"
This guy's.
Gosh, man, I need one of them.
That looks so
I
good.
want one of them omelets.
JT is
Now I'm thinking
crying.
about food. Huh? JT what?
JT is crying laughing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want Del Taco or do you want tuna?
Del Taco.
Okay.
I don't know. That sounded like a question mark. Del Taco.
Well, I knew it was a
Exclamation
statement.
point.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, this is BlacFire.
Oh, with the ghost.
Stop the ghost with my fists.
So what's yours? Share.
Share with the class, bro.
Don't do that.
There we
There
go.
we
There we
go.
go. There we go.
Good.
There you go.
Couldn't think of it.
Good at reading. Everybody else but
Uh-oh.
himself.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he was looking at his info book.
Some
He about to
truth.
burn that.
Yep. Yo, you just cursed at him.
He said, "Hey, yo, sit your hat down. we don't gotta toss nothing.
What you about to buy?
Don't make me stand up out this chair."
What is?
He laughed.
Fermented soybeans. Often served as a breakfast dish with rice. Strong flavor and sticky, slimy texture.
Mm,
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste.
yeah. I don't know if y'all saw Shogun, but
This one's a
I
place
think-
to be in.
because it takes place like way back in time. But the main premise of the show is that like an English sailor ends up stranded in Japan while the Spaniards are trying to take over
Yeah.
silently, and one of the people that he meets is eating natto, and they know it's an acquired taste, but he's just like, well, let me have that because you guys are looking at it, and they were just like,
You about to find
sure.
out. Oh,
Suffer if you want to. Oh Lord.
she look free.
Oh,
She look crazy.
She looks crazy.
I like her hair though.
Like in a
Like crazy.
yeah, look like she looks like the guy when they were fighting, the guy with the crazy eyes
Mhm.
in the keel.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she looked like.
She looks so crazy that she could be a dude.
What? What? No.
Psycho.
I can see it. I think she is one of the captains, though.
I think so because you see her
We've
like at
seen-
the
yeah.
end or in the beginning
Like
of
one of
the
those-
opening.
Yeah.
One of those Orochimaru types.
Yo.
Kristoff's like, I got by Haku one time, never again. Oh, that's hair.
Yeah, but Haku wasn't crazy.
So you could talk to a
No, I
wide
just
range
meant
of
the
guys.
him
Yeah.
tricking. Yeah.
That was pretty.
So
Like-
it's like a soybean cheese almost.
That's what he said, that which threw me off because he's an Englishman and he was just like, yeah, it tastes like cheese. And thinking about it back then, for them with like where they were eating like rotten cheese, I was just like, hey, no way I'm ever trying that.
I mean, the only cheese that I actually like is blue cheese.
Ew.
Problematic.
Such a lie. You eat mozzarella all the time.
I eat it because I'm hungry,
What in the world?
but I don't have to like what I eat.
Everybody else is the opposite.
I know. It's so weird.
I'm glad you agree. I'm offended.
Apparently, it's a weird thing.
She looks like she should be in a Studio Ghibli movie.
She's a
That's
dude.
what she looks like.
No.
No.
Look at-
I-
wow.
Get out of here.
Okay. Maybe an evil character in Spirited Away.
What did I say? It's a dude.
She's a dude.
What did I say?
Oh.
But I got the same junk as all of you guys. Super
So what is their
queen?
No. They could just be a crossdresser.
Oh yeah, that's true.
One of my favorite comedians is a crossdresser.
It's Eddie Izzard.
Yes.
Ah.
So, okay.
We're in all boys school.
I never noticed that it was an all boys school.
I don't. We couldn't have noticed because they don't show us anything but who we want to see.
Aww. Oh.
JT said, "I had a feeling too, Kristoff."
Yeah,
I still want to
I
know
think
what
those-
their pronouns are.
like they look too crazy to not be
Look at twins. Or should I say, nah, we could.
like too crazy to be normal. Like
We got a Saryu and an Uri. Oh Lord.
what's the
Nah,
younger
I know
one?
they gonna box.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. I ain't seen a Saryu or an Uryu in any anime that don't got hands. Tanjiro.
Uh-oh. You have a
Yeah.
little crush?
Tasty.
Tasty.
I wanna see them fight.
Because you know they gotta be cold. They too tall to not be cold.
The heels are weapons.
I'm just noticing that the chat is popping up twice on the YouTube side.
Oh. There you go. Mm-hmm.
Got a problem? Wanna fight?
Hey, you wanna know what's funny? It popped up twice on both.
Oh,
It was
it did?
like it was overlaid right on top of each other on the long one. So I couldn't. I was like, I kind of want to move it now that I moved it out the way, and I was
Yeah.
just like, huh? Doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay.
Okay.
So cutesy. I like seeing the calmer
Whew.
side where it's like we're not fighting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels
There's
like we
some
get
actual
more.
It's character
substance.
development.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah, and they did a good job with these 2 episodes developing.
And
this a
also
lot
introduce
further.
some new characters.
Mhm.
Yay.
Kaji, I feel like is going up there in terms of characters that I like. I think his
Mhm.
sit down, but also showing that like even though he's helping Sakura out, he still has those things too.
Oh,
where
Yeah,
it,
he's
like
still working
triggers
through
him.
his issue.
Yeah, He just has a better handle of it, and I think, yeah, that'd be
Pretty
cool.
good.
Mhm.
Look at us. A place where we belong.
That's next week.
Oh.
Where you guys belong, because I'll be busy.
Oh.
Hey, you don't miss the tacos, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you.
Yep.
I ain't gonna eat the
I
tacos.
thought that was
That's
what we just
okay.
watched.
Well, we just watched the tacos.
A place where I belong.
Yeah.
A place I belong
Mhm.
is in front of some food.
It is the one.
Clapping. I'm
You're
just
just clapping.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where we go from here. Do not backtrack on this man's
They
development.
just, they went
Yeah.
2 episodes in.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
They stepped two steps.
Mm-hmm.
Took 2
That-
steps.
This was really good. And I will say, at least in the other ones, he was watching from afar. He never had to confront it himself.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we finally have gotten some talks,
Mm-hmm.
he got to have some new problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More money, more problems.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
New problems.
Yes.
It's the same problem, but he's progressing in that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not ready for them to introduce a new problem yet. They can, like the guy, like
He
you
got to
said,
be cool right now for a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to take another step in his his journey, accepting friendship.
Yeah. I will say, trying to figure out somebody asking you out on a date, that's probably going to be a big
That's
thing
gonna
for
be
him.
a big, big thing.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow, I've never been asked out on a date before. What do I even do?
Mhm.
Say no.
JT said, I like the episodes. I felt Sakura made the right improvements here.
Most definitely.
Well, I'm excited to see where we go. Thank you guys so much for checking out Windbreaker episodes 17 and 18, Senpai's Teachings and A Place I Belong. Feel free to let us know how you felt about the episodes in the comment section down below. While you're down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it, share it with someone that you think might enjoy it as well, and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to our first 1,000.
1,000.
Right here in the C2 Circle. Hop in today, become one of our first VIPs, and feel free to check out the link in the description. It's a link to all of our socials, including our Discord, the C2 Circle. There, you can become a champion of the ring and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live around
7.
7 p.m. Thursday.
Eastern Standard Time around the dot. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Feel free to come out one Thursday that we can chat it up with you live and in real time. But until that time comes, we'll catch you in the next one with some more Catered Chaos. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a fun stream.
Fun stream.
It's about time for us to pack it up and
And
ship
go
on
eat.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
So, till next time, guys, this has been Chia.
Krista.
Yeah. Trey.
And BlacFire.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. This has been your CT crew. We hope to see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.